all this has happened before, and it will happen again here tonight on the Disness. Yes, folks, we're talking about Peter Pan. Not the peanut butter. It's decent peanut butter.
Yeah.
Probably one of my least favorites. I'm more of a Jif guy.
Yeah, Peter Pan's dog shit.
Jif. Yeah, it's decent. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm Jordan Bass. Thanks for joining us once again here on the Disness. And as always, I am joined by my co-hosts. First up, oh, you didn't know? Yo ass better call somebody. It's Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
What up, what up, what up?
Smalltown, yo ass better call somebody.
My phone's up.
That's a problem, bro. Also still joining us as always, she's a joker, she's a smoker, she's a midnight toker. It's Kaylee Foot.
Hey guys, what does midnight toker mean?
You smoke weed
at
at
midnight.
Okay. Just wanted to make
Jesus
sure.
Christ.
You don't know what a toke is?
Well, okay, I know what a toke is, but I didn't know if
Toke?
the midnight changed it.
Nah, that just means he smokes weed at midnight.
Okay.
Only
at midnight.
Yeah, strictly. Yeah, it's my werewolf hour.
It's a good time to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Midnight.
Mhm.
Imagine just strict midnight. Dude, it's fucking 12:01. You know I can't smoke weed. Motherfuckers come get me before that.
Yeah, that
I'll smoke weed at any time of the day. We talked about this on the show recently. I prefer to not smoke it during the day nowadays because I like to actually be productive. I'm not as young as I once was, and I can't.
Old.
I am getting so. What Cece I think said the other night. Shout out Cece, been on the show multiple times. He said the other night, "Unk status." It's like,
You?
damn. Yeah, I was like, damn, because I am technically like a little bit older than all of them. I think me and Joe and Cece are all pretty close in age, but otherwise, I think I'm at least like 2 years older than everyone else, at least. And I'm like, damn. I never really thought about it when we were in like our young 20s. You know, because we're all like,
fuck, dog. I've
right
been
nuts.
on unk status. I think I'm fucking about 2 years older than you.
It's crazy because like when I look at pictures, like old pictures, like let's say a picture of you and me from 2019.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh wow, like you can tell we've grown up a lot.
Yeah.
But I still don't think we look, and we're young, so that's why. But we don't look old. Like I mean, there's people that are around our age that look like they could be like 35, pushing 40. You know.
True. Very true.
Yeah, no,
Y'all don't got no
definitely-
wrinkles yet.
Well, that's like, I do still, like, if I see somebody who's 30, and I'm like, God damn, bro, you're fucking 30.
Yeah, and that's gonna be us soon.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna be 29 next month.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I look that old.
No, you definitely
By the
don't.
time this airs, you've already been 29.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed the Airbud episode last week, by the way. We're definitely not recording this before that.
Yeah, no, I bet that was a blast.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Keegan. You
Lot
were
of
great,
laughs.
I hope. We're talking about Peter Pan this week, dipping our toes back into the classics. And yeah, we've done a few classics. Probably more than a few here on the show so far. We've done,
honestly.
I mean, we just did a more modern classic with Moana.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've done Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, even dating back to some older ones like Dumbo and Pinocchio.
Yeah.
So those are all out there if you want to go check those out. I haven't mentioned this in a while. If you don't know, there's a real handy dandy little search engine kind of deal on the podcast app where you can, all you got to do is scroll up. Once you're at the top, just scroll up and it'll appear, I believe. Let me
On
make sure
Spotify?
this is right. I gotta check if that's a thing on Spotify too. I know
it's a thing on Spotify.
Okay, cool. Then you can search for the episode that you're trying to find. We name everything by name. I think that is on Spotify. I can't seem to figure that out on Apple Podcasts, so don't take my word for that on there. We are talking about Peter Pan, and I got a little drink to go along with that. I'm calling it Nana's Nightcap, and it is gin. We used aviation gin, which I had never had before, but you know,
Shout out Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds. I was like, well, it's literally $1 more than Tanqueray, which is usually my go-to. And I was like, let's switch it up. Let's get something. Because I think every time we've used gin here on the Disness, we've used Tanqueray. So I was like, well, let's switch it up. I think that's true. And Kaylee was like, oh, let's get some McCormick's. No,
As a joke.
I'm kidding.
As a joke. It was so cheap.
McCormick's makes gin?
Yeah, they make Burnett's makes gin. I did not realize that.
It's like scary cheap.
I was like, I will never drink McCormick's again. I will never drink Burnett's again. We saw the other day 99 proof just pickle shots now. I was like, that's probably the best one they probably have, and I'm still never going to try it. I will never do 99 proof again.
No.
You got me fucked all the way up. I have like...
Old.
I'm not rich, but I have money that I can afford to not buy the dirt worst.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to.
And
I know what it tastes like, and I know how bad it is. Yeah, but we used Aviation Gin. We used cranberry apple juice, which also I read on the label. We were just meant to do cranberry. Kaylee didn't realize it was apple cranberry. I read on the label, though, that it's apple, plum, cranberry, obviously, and grape. That was the fourth one.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Cranberry apple plum juice?
Cranberry apple grape plum juice.
There you go.
But
yeah, I missed that. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good because it's pretty good. And then we got tonic, and we meant to also get a lime wedge for it, and we fucking spaced on that too. We didn't go to our normal liquor store, guys, so we were a little out of sorts.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think that place had limes.
Yeah, probably not.
Guaranteed
they barely had
not.
tonic water. They had
this one option for tonic water.
4-pack of these little glass bottles of tonic water. And Kaylee literally said there was dust on it.
Yeah, I didn't realize till we got home, but I was like, damn, these are literally dusty, bro. I picked a bottle up and it was a layer of dust was visibly gone from the bottle.
The liquor store we went to was like not like your drinker's liquor store. It was like I'll drink anything that I can afford.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
And granted, they had liquor wise plenty of options.
Do you want to know something funny? When I was in Montana, liquor stores did not sell beer. You had to go to a gas station to get beer, and gas stations didn't sell liquor.
Huh?
That's
Liquor stores
annoying.
Only sold liquor. Super fucking.
That's
you gotta make
so
multiple
weird.
stops, or just decide I'm only doing liquor or only doing beer. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Damn. You know, in Kansas,
The
I'm pretty
state of
sure
Minnesota is
most
probably losing
gas
so much
stations don't have alcohol at all.
I don't know if it's most, but like I think they're really strict on like times. Like I think a lot of places Sundays you can't buy beer
Yeah.
at gas stations, and like
That's
there
definitely
are
a thing
dry
in
counties
states.
in
Right.
Kansas, which
Yes.
is fucking insane.
money. Yeah.
It's 2025. Or
Let 'em-
2026. I'm sorry.
Let a motherfucker drink.
Ew.
Yeah, let a
Yeah, let
motherfucker
them fucking
Putting
drink.
that
Especially because you got a whole big ass college in your state.
I
want
want
that-
that shit.
I want that to be your new catchphrase, small town.
Let a motherfucker drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on a goddamn t-shirt.
That's our next
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Or
That's a
koozie.
great thing. Oh, yeah, that's a good
Good
koozie
koozie.
idea, too.
Yeah.
That's a great koozie idea.
We'll let you guys know
Let a
whenever those
motherfucker
drop.
drink.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker with an A,
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
and then
Or
drink.
Drink,
motherfucker.
also with an A.
Let a motherfucker drink.
Like
D-R-A-N-K.
MUHFUCKA. Motherfucker.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Yes.
Trying to do the spelling in my head really quick.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like,
Smalltown was
motherfucker.
focusing really hard.
Let a motherfucker drink.
All right, well, I'm trying it.
Actually, before we get into the next segment, because I forgot that have you tried it already, Smalltown?
No, I've been waiting.
I do have a big old Busch Light in the fridge for you. If you don't, I haven't recently because I kind of dropped the ball on that, but I do now. I'm trying to get back on the ball, Smalltown. So you're welcome.
I thought you were about to say I got a big old bush in the fridge for you.
I got a big old bush in my pants
For you.
for you. Yeah, for you specifically, Smalltown. What do you think, Kaylee? What do you think of the drink?
It's good.
Yeah,
I think I
It's a bit
prefer a
strong.
little bit more of the juice.
yeah. I think I overpoured just a tad on the gin. So I did
I
2
can
ounces
definitely
of
taste the
gin.
2?
2 ounces of gin.
God damn.
And you can tell.
Very ginny.
Yes, very very ginny.
You didn't even need the lime. Shit.
Gin A.
Janae.
Hey, Gin A.
That's funny.
I like it though. Like it's good. Like gin,
Yeah.
gin itself is good. Like it's
not
pretty
bad.
smooth.
You have the juice right there. Can I see
I
it?
do have the juice right there, and you can see it.
Gin
Thanks.
itself?
Gin itself, yeah.
Like you would just drink gin?
No.
No, but like mixed in with stuff
Yeah.
like gin works.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about this before the show. Like I would not just take that's the last liquor I would ever take a
Dude.
shot of is gin.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I might rather. No, yeah, you're right. I was gonna say I would maybe rather take a shot of vodka over that, but I don't think so. That gin, that like Christmas tree flavor in it.
Mm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It tastes like an evergreen.
that's
Yeah.
that's true. It's just not
Yeah.
fun to take on
Fucking
its
the
own.
vodka, you can like, it's fucking alcohol.
Hold your breath and you're okay. You're good.
Get past it.
Well, if you chase it too.
Yeah.
Kaylee, did you own this on VHS growing up? Did you see it? Did you have it on DVD? You wouldn't have seen it in theaters, obviously, because that was a long, long time ago. Do you have any kind of relationship?
I
with this film?
definitely owned it in some form. I don't really remember what form that was. I'm leaning. Gosh, I really don't know. But I definitely have watched this movie a bunch of times, and I remembered a pretty good part, like majority of it, I would say. But now that I'm an adult, I definitely have new opinions on it. And it's never been one that's like really stuck out for me. So I was never, I don't know.
Massively fond of it.
Right. But you know what I was massively fond of? The Tinkerbell movies.
Yeah, and that was like really like of your era. Like you were becoming like a teenager around that time. So like,
Not quite. I mean, there were some that
Almost.
came out when I was on the younger side for sure.
Right.
And I was just like, wow. And I loved those, but
and that was like, that was something that wasn't for one, like in my demographic.
yeah.
And two, like I was getting I was honestly like that was around the time I kind of stopped watching Disney.
We got to watch the Never Beast one though, because I think you'd like that one.
We're gonna watch all of them for the podcast one day.
Oh, so you're not going to watch it until we watch it for the podcast?
I didn't say that. I was just saying that we're gonna have to watch.
Sometimes
all
you
of them.
are like that with movies though, and then I can't watch them because he wants to save it for the podcast.
Sometimes, yes, no. Sometimes I do want to do that, but honestly, more times than not, it's for like a movie that's like that. Like that would be a really cool one to not have watched previously.
Right, like Frenemies.
Yeah, like Frenemy and like the Castaway Cowboy and
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
Roy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're really going to love, what the fuck is it called? 16...
And pregnant.
16
Yeah.
Wishes?
16 Wishes.
I've seen 16
Oh,
Wishes.
you have?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Debbie
thought that
Ryan?
was outside. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
no,
that
I've
was
seen it.
outside your era.
No,
Probably wasn't outside your sister's era.
I definitely slowed. That was a big thing, as I had two younger sisters.
Mhm.
So a lot of stuff I saw, regardless if I had stopped watching Disney Channel or not. But I also didn't like stop watching Disney Channel at the time. I just slowed down a lot.
Right.
So like I
Right.
was out by like 2013, 2014, not
I wasn't-
watching Disney Channel
I probably
at all
wasn't
anymore.
too far behind you at that point, but you had just gotten an earlier start than I did.
Right. But yeah, by a couple years.
Yeah, I probably stopped in like 14 or 15.
Right.
So,
Not too long after me.
mm-hmm.
Did you watch Liv and Maddie or Best Friends Whenever?
Don't know anything about Best Friends Whenever. I saw a few episodes of Liv and Maddie, partially because I was also in my babysitting era at that point.
That makes sense. Well, Smalltown. Do you have a relationship with Peter Pan? Or have you ever dated him before?
We were never
Or you just suck and fuck?
yeah, we were never exclusive. I haven't seen this movie in 20 plus years.
Damn.
Without a doubt.
Damn.
Probably closer to 25 than 20, honestly.
It's crazy.
I know that like this was never like I watched it and I didn't care about it. Like it just was never like my thing. I would
Yeah.
Never like, let's watch Peter Pan.
Yeah, no, not at all. That's my relationship with it.
Nice.
I know I've seen it, but it's been a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to COVID, whenever me and my sister Brianna watched a lot of old Disney movies, I hadn't seen this since I was a child either. And it was one that I owned on VHS. May have owned it on DVD too, but I know for a fact I owned it on VHS. My mom really stacked my VHS collection with like all the classics. Like I didn't know nothing about like more underrated gems like The Rescuers or The Great Mouse Detectives,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Anything that came out while I was a child or Disney-wise or anything that was considered a classic, I owned. Everything. Like from all the princess movies to Fox and the Hound.
And she
to-
sold all of them.
and she sold all of them. The only actually I found one of the only surviving VHS tapes that I think I took from, because it's labeled on the bottom, so I think I took it from the garage sale, because my mom sold a lot of them in a garage sale around the like early, like 2009, 2010, like whenever DVDs like officially taken over.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving from that.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch that all the time for some reason. I don't know why that specific special. All the time. I loved it.
And now we watch it every year.
Is that the one where she pulls the football out from
She
like
does
goes-
that in every single one, I think.
Oh, really?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a recurring gag.
I was just thinking of the Family Guy when she does it, and Peter like beats her the fuck up for
Yeah,
it.
that's so.
What everybody's been wanting to happen for years.
But no, I definitely watched this one a lot when I was a kid, but I feel similarly to Kaylee of like it never really was one of my favorites. But I mean, it was clearly I liked enough that I put it in the VHS player, the VHS player. What the fuck is wrong with me? The VCR enough to like have a good memory of it. When I watched it with Brianna in 2020, I fucking hated it because Peter Pan pissed me the fuck off and I wanted to smack him silly. But now I have like slightly different opinions. I still don't like Peter Pan himself, the character. But like there's a lot to him too that I can't wait to. There you go. That's a plug to keep listening because yeah, no, I'll definitely get more into that in my report card. I'm probably going to give him a lot of shit throughout my rundown, but just know there's more coming to my opinions and thoughts on Peter Pan the character. It's a very nuanced character.
I was literally thinking that.
Yeah, there's a lot to him. But yeah, no, never really. I have always like really fucked with Captain Hook. I don't know. I would put him as one of my favorite Disney villains. It's super funny. So I'd say I maybe have more of a relationship with Captain Hook. For some reason, I feel like I maybe owned like a Captain Hook action figure or something at some point. But then I would also feel like I would have to own a Peter Pan one. Like there's no way they just sold Captain Hook on his own. I have no idea. I mean, in my research, I did find a 2-pack of Peter Pan and Captain Hook action figures.
Oh, shit.
It's pretty cool. Well, let's get into our next segment here on the Disness. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Kaylee time.
Alrighty, guys. It shouldn't be too much of a long one today. There's not a whole lot. I mean, there is a whole lot, but like Jordan got a good chunk of the stuff. So, obviously, we're talking about Peter Pan. This was released on a Thursday, a little different, in the month of February. The day was the 5th of 1953. My grandma was 3 years old, almost 3 years old. Rest in peace.
Wild.
The runtime for this movie is a cool, quick 77 minutes or an hour and 22. So for 1953, president.
Woodrow Wilson. No,
that was the 20s.
No, Woodrow Wilson's way earlier.
Crazy.
Gerald Ford, not yet. Who came after Truman?
That's what I was thinking. Holy shit.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
I was going to say
Fuck
his
yeah.
first
'Cause
name
I-
is a name on The Office.
Because I thought about, yeah, no, that would have given it away. Well, I thought about, like, when we went to I've revisited it too, but when we went to the Harry S. Truman museum when we were kids, I just remember they had I Like Ike pins.
I thought he was a fucking general in World War II.
Well, while he's looking up that, the number one record around this time was Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como.
I know Perry Como because of he's done some like Christmas music. He has that really good rendition of It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas with, with
really?
the girls.
Yeah.
That
Probably my favorite version.
It's so good. Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with this.
The Fontaine sisters. That was their names. Oh, so by the way, he was Dwight D. Eisenhower while Truman was in office was the chief of staff of the army, and also before that the military governor of the American occupied zone of Germany. So heavy ties to Harry S. Truman.
Makes sense.
He was also the first Supreme Allied commander in Europe after that.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think that means that all the Allied troops reported to him.
Gotcha. Wow.
That's fucking
big time.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dwight. That's, seems like somebody who's qualified to be a
Did
president.
you know that all of him and his brothers and sisters called each other Ike? It wasn't just him. They all called each other Ike.
What the fuck? You be knowing the most random fun president facts.
Dude, why? That's crazy.
That's so weird.
Okay, the number one movie was kind of hard to find. There wasn't really a straight answer because a lot of the databases don't go back this far. But some say this movie. Other popular ones of 1953 include The Robe, How to Marry a Millionaire, and a fave of Jordan and I's, House of Wax.
Ah, yes. That came out in 53.
Yeah.
You're right. That was Vincent Price, man.
Love Vincent.
That's one of my favorite Vincent Price movies.
Yep, really good. And then other things going on around this time, the Korean War. Boo. Poodle skirts. Yay. I love a good poodle skirt. Greasers and teddy boys, of course. Jukeboxes. Booming economy for now. Rotary phones and polio.
Yeah.
Get vaccinated, kids. So the budget for this movie was a whole $4 million, which
That's a lot for the time period.
today
still.
would be $48.5 million.
For how much they talk about like this being on the cheaper side of a like Disney
For
movies.
a Disney movie, yes, but it's because you like also have to average it out with what they're spending now.
No, but I'm talking about like at the time period. Like this was considered on the cheap. Like they went a little cheaper with this because they were recovering.
But still, yeah, it's still a decent
financially.
amount for
Yeah.
sure. And then the box office, however, was $87.4 million
God
in U.S.
damn.
and Canada, which, if my calculator was correct, is $1.06 billion today.
Wow.
Which I could believe that, and I kind of do. Yeah, you would. But like that's just crazy. Why did Peter Pan rake? Our ratings and reviews, Rotten Tomatoes, honestly, truthfully, a little bit higher than I expected, but also
Nostalgia, dude.
yeah.
And appreciate a lot of times critic reviews are like putting it in like the time, like the headspace of like the time frame, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And so
Smalltown wants to pet Todd so fucking bad.
And Todd's just so elusive. The critics gave it a 78%, which is pretty high, and the audience gave it an 80.
You don't give a fuck, Smalltown.
Dude, what are you doing?
Your cat is Tupac.
So the audience liked it slightly more than the critics.
Yeah.
Which sounds about right.
Yeah. IMDb gave it 7.3 out of 10, and Letterboxd gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars.
It's hard to say. I feel like that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like all those are pretty fair for the most part.
Right. My favorite quote from Letterboxd was literally the second freaking review that was available. They said, "Peter Pan is a little fucker. I'd shoot him with a gun if I could." Justin Bali or whatever. And he rated the movie 5 out of 5 and gave it a heart.
Damn.
So that's pretty
Still
hilarious.
loved
That
it.
was pretty freaking hilarious to me. I was like, God damn, bro. It's a little harsh. Our directors, there are 3 of them, which is a lot.
One of which I very much recognized.
Yes. So our first one, the one you probably,
Martin
yeah.
Scorsese.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Quentin Tarantino.
Oh.
Peter. Come on, Peter.
No, what was that? What's that?
Is he a dead
Ari
kid? I don't
Aster.
know. That's up for you to decide.
Our first one is Hamilton Lusk.
We've said Lusk and Lusk on the show.
Lusk. He died at 64 years old in 1968, so not too long after this movie, but he was an animator and film director. He was the supervising animator for the first ever Disney princess, Snow White, and he worked on a lot of the OG Disney stuff up until he died. So obviously we've talked about him before. We'll talk about him again. That's all you get for now. Number 2, Clyde Geronimi. Had to sound it out a little bit there.
No, I think you pronounced it right the first time.
Geronimi died at 87
Goes
years
from
old.
Italian. It goes from Italian to like Japanese.
Oh my god, literally. Geronimi. Oh, no.
Yeah, do it louder.
Cut that. He died at 87 years old in 1989, but he was an animation director best known for his work at Disney. He helped on a lot of classics and then left the company to direct many episodes of the 1967 animated Spider-Man series.
Yeah, they were the original.
Yep. And then he retired and illustrated children's books, which is cutie. That man did not know how to stop working.
Good for him.
Wilfred Jackson is our director number 3. He died at 82 years old in
Number
1988.
You said 2 already?
That was Clyde Geronimi.
Oh, that was Clyde. I thought we were still talking. Yeah, you're right.
But Wilfred was an animator, musical arranger, and director, also best known for his work at Disney. He started by washing animation cells, was promoted to animator, was instrumental with the development of the Mickey Mousing technique, which was like blending animation with music. And he worked at Disney for 35 years.
Hell of a run.
Yeah. For our cast, I didn't do everybody because what the fuck. But first we have Peter Pan, and that is Bobby Driscoll.
Sad story.
Died at 31 years old in 1968, same year as our first director. He was an actor that started when he was just 6 years old and was pretty involved with Disney. He was in Song of the South, So Dear to My Heart, and Treasure Island, and more. He was one of the first 2 actors ever signed to a Disney contract, according to Wiki. And also, according to Wiki, he was basically fired by Disney once he hit puberty and developed bad acne because he had to wear a lot of makeup to like cover that up. And, you know, when your voice deepens, Disney don't want you no more. After that, he changed schools, got bullied, struggled to find serious work, and began taking drugs. At some point between that, he found a little bit more work and he found a shoddy and had 2 kids, but then he chose the drugs over his family, and eventually his body was found in an abandoned building and was buried in an unmarked grave because he had no identification on him. And then it was like quite some time later where his mom was like, "Hey, where's my son?" And they matched up the fingerprints, and he's still buried in that unmarked grave, but his name is on his dad's headstone. So he has something. And
if you want to hear more about that too, we did delve into that back on, I think, episode 4 it was, the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie episode, because it was very controversial how they used Peter Pan as the villain in that film, because they kind of seemed to take aspects from real life with Bobby Driscoll.
Mm-hmm.
And so it came across like pretty distasteful.
Yes.
And I remember initially like Charlie Brown was discussed to be the villain. That would have worked so much better.
Yeah.
Considering the real life shit behind this. But yeah, this is
there was fucking controversy, and I just really feel like this poor kid deserved a whole lot better. He probably just fell in with the wrong crowd, you know, and bullying does a lot to the mind, body, and soul, and yeah, it's just sad. That's probably one of the saddest stories we've come across in our time doing this show.
Absolutely.
But we'll move
peace.
right along. Yeah, rest in peace indeed. We'll move along to Wendy Darling, and that is Catherine Beaumont, 87 years old. She's still alive.
Yeah, whoa.
Our
that's
first
awesome.
still alive member of the cast,
That
but
makes
not our
sense.
last.
Kind of, because like it's believable anyway, because like
They're
I mean,
kids. They were
young.
kids, yeah. She is a British-born American actress who was named a Disney legend in 1998 because she began with Disney as Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
She was Alice?
She's Alice.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll talk about her a little more then when we eventually do that. But she also did, she started acting at a young age. She's done other Disney work. Well, not much, but she's voiced Alice in a lot of things, like video games and stuff like that.
No shit.
She also voiced her in a couple episodes of House of Mouse.
Oh, wow.
And she voiced in 101 Dalmatians 2. I don't know if they call it 102 Dalmatians.
The 102 Dalmatians is the live action.
Okay,
sequel.
okay.
How old is she? 80-something?
87.
Imagine now a movie like a little short comes out. It's Alice in Wonderland, and then like the first scene is Wonderland retirement homes.
Oh
She's
my
still
God,
voicing
that's
Alice.
funny. That's actually so funny that you say that because in 2023, she voiced an original Alice in this new TV show that they have out. I'm sure it's on Disney Plus called Alice's Wonderland Bakery.
Yeah, that's I want to say play out. I wanted to say Playhouse Disney Junior. I'm pretty sure that was
Okay.
like a Disney Junior.
And
thing.
she voiced in it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love that. But something that I like stuck out to me is like why she's probably still alive is because once she graduated once she started high school, I'm pretty sure she just kind of like focused on that, and then she went to college, and then she became an elementary school teacher in LA for 36 years. So the showbiz didn't take over her life, which I feel like is a big reason why so many of these actors die so young or just don't live as long as, this 87. That's awesome.
You know what they say, only the good die young, so she must be a shitty person.
Dang.
I'm kidding. I kid. Because then that would be me saying that about Dick Van Dyke. And
Yeah, you shut your mouth.
love me some.
Did you hear him say that it would be funny if
Yes.
he didn't make it to 100?
Right. And that his birthday is passed by the time this airs, so hopefully I don't have to add an in memoriam to Dick Van Dyke
Oh my God.
before this episode.
Don't fucking knock on wood.
No, I know. I don't want, but I love that he has a sense of humor like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's like the funniest dude ever.
I put so much goddamn respect on Betty White's name because, like, she had the same mindset. Like, oh, they're excited for me to make it to 100. Fuck you.
I'm out. I'm clocking out.
Ugh, that's too funny. All right, then we have the Captain Hook. And also George.
Yes.
He
And
voiced
that's
both of them.
consistent with the original stage play.
How cool.
How the same guy that played George would also play Captain Hook.
Love that. So that is Hans Conried.
That's another legend.
Another legend.
I think we've talked about him on
indeed.
the show before, no? I guess not.
He died at 64 years old in 1982, but he was an actor and comedian with an extensive and fruitful career. From theater to the Armed Forces Radio Network to lots of comedy. He even worked with Dr. Seuss, and he voiced the Grinch in Halloween is a Grinch Night.
That's why his name stuck. That makes 100% sense. Why that name stuck out to me, because I actually, if you want to go check out on my letterbox around Halloween time, I wrote a extensive review for Halloween is Grinch Night, which a lot of people. I mean, I don't know how many of you listening even know that exists, because I didn't until a few years ago. I'm sure Smalltown had no idea that existed.
Still don't know it exists.
So it was like 1970s, I believe. Halloween special, based on the Grinch. It's like a precursor to the Christmas one. It came out after the Christmas one, but it takes place before it.
See,
and that's why that name sticks out to me. That's why I was like, definitely talk about him on the show. Like,
that makes sense.
Yeah, because I looked into his career recently.
Yeah, because we just watched that movie, not in the airing of this episode, but in the time of us recording this episode, we just watched that movie like a couple weeks ago.
Right. It's on YouTube, so you can find it. Like it's in
cute.
Pretty solid quality too.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of it. It's nowhere near the Christmas, and Hans Conried is great, but like can't quite measure up to Boris fucking Karloff as the Grinch, but he still does a great job. So that's really cool. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah. I wish I would have realized that. That's why that name sounded familiar.
That's okay. He wasn't in a bunch of Disney, but he really did have a hell of a career, literally up until he died of a major heart attack. Like he was just working.
Good for him.
But he did die pretty young, so. And then we have Mr. Smee. Mr. Smee.
Yeah, that's my dog for real.
I used to call him Mr. Smeed.
Mr. Smeed?
Yeah. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, it's just not that.
No, I grew a big heart for Mr. Smee after watching. Like, he became one of my favorite Disney characters, period. After watching it in 2020. Because he's just so lovable.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And funny.
He is. He was one of my favorites, too. And he is voiced by Bill Thompson.
Now, that's a name that sounds familiar.
Yeah. He died at 58 years old in 1971, but he was a radio personality and voice actor and comedian. Wallace Whipple was one of his most iconic and loved characters. He also
Was that a radio personality?
Yes.
Okay.
He also voiced Droopy.
Oh, the dog?
Mhm.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And for Disney, he voiced a lot. I can't even name them all, but he's got a couple characters in Alice in Wonderland. Obviously, Smee, but he voiced some other pirates in this movie.
Cool.
He voiced King Hubert in Sleeping Beauty. He was in The Aristocats. And he voiced 5 different characters in Lady and the Tramp.
No shit.
Which we will definitely go into when we do that movie. Along with more in different shorts and all those different things, Disney loves to do, including he was the first actor to voice Scrooge McDuck.
Okay. That's probably why that name sounds familiar to me.
Yeah.
Because I remember I've definitely done research on, I'm a big Scrooge McDuck fan. So I've definitely done research on the voice actor history.
That makes sense.
Of Scrooge as well.
Yeah.
So, wow, really cool.
He also had a hell of a career until he suddenly died of septic shock.
Damn.
Ooh,
Yeah. Which,
that'll get you.
crazy.
Yeah, you think?
And then my last 2 are the brothers, Michael and John Darling. Michael is Tommy Lusker-Lusk.
Oh, fucking Nepo baby.
Whoa! Not even really, though, because he died at 42 years old, and he was in the year of 1990. He was an actor that was best known for this movie. He's the son of our lead director, Hamilton, and he didn't do a lot. He also voiced one of the flowers in Alice in Wonderland and a couple other small, like Christmas Disney things, but he sadly died in a car accident.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
And then last but not least, John is Paul Collins, 88 years old, still alive.
Phil's dad?
Only 2 of our entire thing. What?
Phil's dad?
That was literally what I was.
You're
as
funny.
soon as you said Paul Collins, I was like, in my head was listening to In the Air Tonight.
Well, he's also best known for this role, but he's done a good handful of other things. No other Disney that I saw, and mostly things that I didn't recognize, but he probably made some money.
Good for him.
And that's all I have for you folks. We'll kick it off to Jordy here while I go potty because I'm going to explode.
Actually, what was the name of the lady that played Wendy, that voiced Wendy?
Fuck. I just closed out of it.
I didn't know if you'd remember off the top of your head or not.
Catherine Beaumont?
Do you think she's seen Cars? She could have possibly
Definitely.
seen all 3 Cars.
The fact that she's still somewhat involved with Disney, she's literally voiced Alice in the Kingdom Heart games. Definitely
Hell
she's
yeah.
seen Cars.
If we could ever get her on the podcast, my first question to her is going to be, have you ever seen Cars?
We need to get her in a little freaking, what the hell is that called? Zoom meeting.
If I could bring Don Knotts back to Earth for 2 hours, we're watching Cars.
That's what you would do?
Yeah, we're not talking. We're watching Cars.
Don, shut up.
Stop being funny, Don. We're watching Cars. No, fuck no. I would absolutely have a million questions for him. I would bug the shit out of him. He'd be like, this is what I came back for.
Don, what's it like when you die?
Well, gee, you see a big old light. You just go, whoa.
Imagine our proof of heaven comes from Don Knotts.
He's like, well, you're just surrounded by flames. And
it sucks.
I like that our Don Knotts impression is closer to Goofy.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm Don Knotts. Well, let's get into my info. What it's based off of / inspired by is what we're kicking off with. So the film adaptation here is primarily based on J.M. Barrie's 1904 stage play, Peter Pan, or also known as The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up, which introduced the core story beats like Peter losing his shadow, flying to Neverland, meeting the Lost Boys, facing Hook, returning home. Barrie later expanded this story in his 1911 novel, Peter and Wendy, added a lot more character depth there, narrative detail, some of which Disney ended up drawing from, but I believe they drew more from the stage play. It even explicitly says in the opening credits, thanking that children's hospital because I'll get into that soon, but they basically got the rights to make the film from said hospital.
Whoa, okay.
And that was in the opening credits. The character of Peter Pan first appeared even earlier than that in Barrie's The Little White Bird in 1902, and then also in the children's book Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens. And so the whole thing with Peter Pan and the Lost Boys was inspired in part by Barrie's close friendship with 5 Llewellyn Davies boys, whose adventurous spirits ended up influencing Peter and the Lost Boys. So it's really cool because, like most authors draw from real life experiences and things, but we don't always know those stories. So it's cool to it's not much of a story, but just a little tidbit. But it's cool to that came from his childhood. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cute.
While Disney keeps much of the play's main storyline, the film obviously makes notable changes, as Disney's known to do. Peter is softened into a more heroic, family-friendly figure, and the more darker or morally ambiguous aspects of the original story and character are removed or just minimized. For instance, in Barrie's novel, the Lost Boys are eventually adopted into the Darlings' house.
Aww.
They bring them back. But that's something that Disney chose not to do. And then some character dynamics are simplified. Musical interludes and obviously comedic touches are added as well. Additionally, there are the cultural elements, which we'll get into soon. Disney adapted Tiger Lily and the quote unquote Indians, and that more so reflects an outdated depiction of them.
Yeah,
which is a big reason why the film is critiqued in modern time. Essentially, Disney created a version that captured Barrie's imaginative world and key plot lines, but streamlined and toned it down for a broad family audience. And yeah, that's what we got here. I mean, I'm sure I really want to I doubt, or I know for a fact there's no footage from the original play's run, with Maud Adams.
Yeah.
But I would love to see the stage play in its original form. Bless you. Even with modern actors, because I feel like from what I've read of the original story, it just sounds so much fucking better. Which is common.
With Denzel
Washington.
Hell
yeah. The hell.
That'd be fucking great.
Some motherfucker.
Just
he'd be such a good
Denzel
Hook.
Washington being Peter Pan.
Yeah.
No, Hook.
I never grow up. Look at me.
I'll never grow up.
He'll say that black don't crack.
Did you say Denzel is Tinkerbell, by the way?
Hook.
Oh, I thought you
But
said
Tinkerbell is also now funnier.
Denzel Bell.
I literally
Or Tinker Denzel.
Did I tell you I had watched Gladiator 2?
No.
Okay, so
This is the one that came out in theaters.
maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So Denzel is in that.
Yes. That was a big reason why I wanted to see it, but I didn't.
Dude. He's just a black guy.
Hell yeah.
Literally. He doesn't do the fucking proper the way they talk in those Gladiator movies and shit.
Yeah.
No, he's just Denzel Washington. I couldn't stop thinking about it the whole time.
Did you read anywhere on Letterboxd or anything? Did people say anything about it?
No, I don't know. I didn't get on Letterboxd to see. But it cracked he fucking brother. He would say brother. He legitimately was just Denzel with gold shit on.
Oh my god. We gotta watch it.
I love to believe that he didn't even actually deliver any of the lines that were written for him. He just went rogue and they just wrote recrafted the story around whatever he said.
Yeah.
Because they're we got Denzel Washington.
Fucking Denzel. I mean, we gotta make it work.
I love Denzel Washington.
I do too.
He's the best.
Probably.
He's a top 5 actor for me.
Yeah, I was about to say top 3.
Yeah, I might do top 3 as well.
Everything he's in is good.
Yeah.
And if the movie's not good, he's still good.
Right. Facts.
That's
Dude,
valid.
he has to almost be in my top 3 because Training Day is one of my top favorite movies ever. A lot of times when people ask me what my favorite movie is, I'll say Training Day. And it's right up there. If we're talking live action and animate, separating live action and animation, my top 3 are probably Training Day, Willy Wonka, and The Wizard of Oz.
And Tron.
I mean, I love Tron, but I don't know if I put it.
What is he fucking what's that fucking line in Training Day that he says something about King Kong?
Yeah, I'm King Kong. when he's ranting at the end,
Yeah.
or like just going the fuck off. Does he say I'm King Kong, bitches? Or
No, he's like King Kong couldn't hold like.
yeah, you're right. Hold on, I'll look
Something
it up.
about King Kong, and
He
dude,
does.
that shit wasn't in the script.
No way.
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. He just said it.
Because he's hard.
King Kong ain't got shit on
That's
me.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's so fucking
What the
good.
hell? That's
just the way he
so
like
funny.
delivers it too.
Yeah.
Yes. That whole scene is like that finale is like what takes it over the top for me. Like makes that movie so fucking great.
Mm.
That is an excellent fucking movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
he's
I
the
don't even
best at the like, like the okay,
Yeah.
okay. Like Denzel's the best at
Facts.
that. Like
Right.
Denzel's the fucking man.
If you haven't seen Training Day, please go watch it. I'm not going to promise you the best movie you'll ever see, but I will promise you a great experience. Because I mean, I told Kaylee going into it like, I didn't want to spoil anything, but I was basically like, this is the best thing to say. Like, you're not gonna know what's right or wrong for most of it. You know, you're gonna be questioning a lot. So if that's not a selling point, then I don't know what the fuck is.
Mm-hmm.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And also that's a good selling point too.
That right there.
Oh yeah, it's me.
It's you.
I was like, oh, we're still in Kaylee time mode.
It's Jordy
So
time.
how it came to be is Walt Disney first got the idea to adapt Peter Pan as early as 1935. He saw a touring production of the play as a kid in what state? Smalltown?
Misery.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is the story of a boy who
Misery.
wouldn't grow up, and it's stuck with him for obviously since he was a kid. But he also played Peter Pan in a school play.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a funny little part of that story where he was like strung up by the strings,
Yeah.
and they snapped, and he flew into the audience.
Flew directly into the audience.
So
and his brother was the one controlling it.
Roy, good
So
old
probably
Roy.
on purpose.
Well, obviously, his strong attachment to this. By 1938, the studio had secured the animation rights from Great Ormond Street Hospital, which held Barry's estate. But the project didn't move forward right away, obviously. Early concept art and story treatments were created around like 39, 1940-ish. That included ideas for Peter's origin drawn from Peter Pan and Kensington Gardens, the story. But production was obviously put on hold during World War II, so that slowed them down heavily.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until 1949 that the studio returned to the project in earnest. Disney chose to streamline the story of it, like I talked about, opening with Peter visiting the Darlings to reclaim his shadow and skipping a lot more of the elaborate backstory. But he was drawn to the themes of childhood adventure and never growing up, which fit perfectly with the kind of like family entertainment Walt Disney himself wanted to make.
For sure.
So the story also offered incredible visual opportunities too, that only animation could have brought to life at that time. And then we had some people I wanted to mention because they did some good work. There was songs by Sammy Kahn and Sammy Fain, the double Sammys, plus a score by Oliver Wallace. So just some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Getting into video games, so there's a good amount of Pan video games, but most of which, all the Disney ones, are based off of Return to Neverland, the 2002 sequel.
Okay, T.
So from what best I could find in the hour and a half of, well, it felt like an hour and a half anyway, of research I did on just Peter Pan video games,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't turn up anything that was specifically based off of the original Peter Pan.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because it was so early on.
Right. And there's very few like you don't see any. There's no Dumbo video games, I don't think. Or maybe there was for like the NES or some fucking old console. I don't fucking know.
Maybe a Game Boy game.
No, there's no Dumbo video game.
Ah.
I know my Game Boy games.
You're right.
Or at least wasn't a Game Boy Advance game. I can say that for sure. And there was also like other completely non-Disney video game adaptations. I won't be looking at any Return to Neverland based games here, as I'll save those for when we discuss the sequel. What I can touch on is characters from this film appearing in other Disney games. So characters like Pan and Hook made appearances in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Of course.
Several characters appeared in the Disney Magic Kingdoms game, which I've referenced on the show many times. A sick-ass looking robotic Hook appears in Epic Mickey.
What the hell?
Which you can Google that, but I'll also have that on our Instagram at Disness Podcast. Neverland is included in the 2011 Disney Universe game as like a land you can visit, I suppose, for Xbox 360, Wii, PS3, and PC, among a few other less notable games like apps and whatnot. I really want to check out that 2011 Disney Universe game, though. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah. You said that one was for the Wii?
Yeah, that one's for the Wii.
Yeah, we got to get it.
Yeah, right. Does our Wii work after the fire?
Oh, we haven't tested it yet.
As for home media, so this film actually didn't receive its first home video release until 1990.
Wow.
Dropped on VHS and on Laserdisc. It dropped on Laserdisc twice.
Okay.
It had another drop in 98.
We got to find the laser
also on VHS
disc version. Oh my god.
I know.
The laser dick version.
Smalltown space. Smalltown perked up.
Oh my god.
No, my whole thing is like I'm fascinated by laser discs, and I think it's really cool. For those that don't know, it's like DVDs. I'm just gonna dumb it down as best as I can instead of like diving way into it. It's basically like DVDs, kind of like the size of records. Before DVDs like existed, but they had a player for it, but they could only fit so much of the movie on one side of it.
Oh, so you had to flip it?
So you had to flip it, yeah, like you do with a record.
Oh.
And so that was like kind of like,
yeah, that's not great.
Those got knocked out of the market by DVDs. It's similar to like how like Blackberries got knocked out of the market by iPhones, I guess you could say, for those that need more modern comparison. But yeah, no, my whole thing is like that would be cool. Something that'd be cool to own, but I don't know how much I would actually fucking use it.
It'd be more fun to display than to like use.
Well, then most people don't even like these days. Like I've talked to people that lived through that time period that didn't even know what a laser disc was. Like our bar regulars.
Yeah.
Somehow that came up, and they're like in their 50s, early 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, explaining what a laser disc was, and he had no fucking idea what that was. I don't think my dad knew what laser disc was, so
I'll have to ask Pops.
Yeah, ask Pops, because Pops has always like been up on that's Kaylee's grandpa. For those that don't know, he's always been up on the technology. Yeah, because that's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
It received its first DVD release the following year in 1999, a second DVD release in 2002, and a third and final VHS release in 2002 as well. Since then, it's received 3 more DVD releases sporadically over the years and multiple Blu-ray releases in 2013 and 2018. So there's all kinds of platforms to find this on.
Yeah.
Including Disney Plus, obviously. There's been a plethora of bonus features also across the releases, including audio commentaries, behind-the-scene featurettes, sing-alongs, and games like a pirate treasure hunt. Ooh. I always loved those Disney DVD bonus features. Growing up, like the little
games especially, for sure. But all the bonus features, hell yeah.
They were always fun. My favorite was the Lion King, I believe from 1.5, the drive-through deal safari with Timon and Pumbaa, the ones that know.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to merchandise and toys, where to begin here, man? Obviously, there's countless shirts, hoodies, crew necks, and the like, but also fun items like a foam dagger, pins.
What?
Yeah, a foam dagger for like kids. Yeah.
Oh, foam.
Yes.
I thought you said a phone dagger.
No, that'd be cool as fuck. Like a house phone.
Like a phone case?
Action figures, Tinkerbell dolls, popcorn buckets, costumes. I actually found a TikTok costume, which is funny as hell. I'm going to send that to both of you real quick. And you can also find that on our Instagram at Disness Podcast. And just another reason for me to plug the Instagram here.
Yeah.
There's also mugs, Mickey ears, keychains, plushes. Yes, there is an adorable Nana plush, by the way. There's multiple Nana plushes. There's like a Disney Babies series of some kind, and they released like a baby Nana plush all swaddled up. Super cute.
Shut up. We got to get that for our kids.
There's also lounge fly bags and backpacks and so much more.
The costume, the TikTok costume, almost looks like the crocodile from Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, it does look like Louis a little bit. Yeah. I mean, how identifiable can you make a fucking
Yeah, Louis probably
crocodile.
has a trumpet.
True. That would be the way to identify that that's him.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, we'll talk about theme park presence and walk-around characters. So Peter Pan has a strong presence in the Disney parks.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly centered around Fantasyland. The most iconic example was the ride Peter Pan's Flight, which I've never ridden because I've never been to Fantasyland. So I don't think
I've
we
never
didn't go to
ridden it.
Magic Kingdom, so I hadn't been. Had you ever? You've never ridden that ride, right? Have you ever been to Disney?
When I was like fucking 5 years old.
Okay, so you would barely remember
Yeah,
even
I
as
don't
it
remember
is.
it.
You don't even. Do you know what park?
Or Disney World.
Disney, yeah. Okay. Well, but like specifically, so you went to Florida, but do you remember there's like separate parks too?
I thought Disney World was just Disney.
Oh, there's like
World.
Epcot and Magic Kingdom, and now there's like what's the Animal Kingdom?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So that first opened at Disneyland in Anaheim in 1955 and later at Magic Kingdom in 1971. It has since been installed at Tokyo, Paris, and Shanghai Disney. The ride gives guests an immersive experience. There's videos of it online if you want to go see what it's like. But there's that ride has a lot of big fans out there. Beyond the rides, Peter Pan appears in character meet and greets at several parks. Depending on the day and locations, guests might see him roaming around Fantasyland or waiting in a set area for photos and autographs.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy, Tink, and even sometimes Captain Hook appear alongside him.
Yeah, I feel like Hook always shows up during Halloween for like their villains parade or
yes,
whatever.
I was going to say that too. Yeah, and they also are well known for showing up in parades as well.
Yeah.
There was actually in Paris a Peter Pan themed float in its parade lineup for years.
Okay, cute.
It's worth noting that like these park experiences evolve and change, so some parades remove or update floats and meet and greet schedules can vary, but still the presence of Peter Pan and the Neverland gang in the parks keeps the legacy of the 1953 film alive to this very day.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to see. That's like one of the more common ones from the older time periods that you'll see represented
Definitely.
throughout the Disney parks.
And with that, folks, we're headed to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the film. We're going to give our report cards and my favorite segment, our Pimp of the Week. All that and so much more when we come back here on the Disness.
We're back. We're back. We're back, and that's a fact. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah, okay, that's a banger. Smalltown, I think you
That
could
was
write a
fire.
hit song for any artist.
Funny.
Thank you for sticking with us here on the Disness. We are indeed back, and that's a fact. Jack.
Mm.
That was a special shout out to Jack Nicholson, if he's listening.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack.
Love you.
We love you. I'm Jordan Bass. Thank you for still joining us as we are talking about Peter Pan, ladies and
Pizza
gents. Yep. Pizza Pan.
Pizza Pan.
As always, I'm still joined by my co-hosts. First up, we got LaDainian Tomlinson's #1 fan. It's Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
LT, baby.
Also still joining us, hey, must be the Kaylee. It's Kaylee Foot.
Hey, that was cute.
Hell yeah. Every time I feel like I'm running out of song lyrics, I'm like, no, there's endless songs.
Literally infinite.
Yeah.
I also, for a second, thought you were doing the Cheerio, or is it Reese's Puffs? No, it's the Cheerios theme song for the commercials.
What is the
They
Cheerios
remixed that
theme?
song. They're like, hey, must be the honey.
Oh, you're right. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yep. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I thought you were referencing that. It was funny. Kaylee was trying to find if the Reese's Puffs song was on like Apple Music a couple weeks ago. And noticed
Reese's
not.
Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
Peanut
butter chocolate
flavor. Hell yeah. There was like some other weird.
Yeah, it's
song.
like Reese's Puffs. Let's see. Peanut butter chocolate, great win, separate, but when they combine, they make it all the time epic. All the time epic.
Is this like the 2010s one?
I guess so, yeah. It's the more recent one than
Is it the
Yours.
morning time epic or the all the time?
I don't
epic?
fucking know.
I feel like morning time would make sense.
It's the morning time epic. You're probably right.
Yeah. Make the all the time epic.
Because I used to say back when I was younger, Mordecai epic. Shout out Mordecai and Rigby.
That's funny.
Regular show. Yeah. What you know about
What's
that? You don't know
Nothing.
about Regular Show?
No, I know what Regular Show.
Okay, I was about to be like, bro.
I've seen like maybe 2 episodes. It's funny.
That's when I watched. Not like a lot, but I've definitely seen some episodes.
Yeah, that was
It could be funny.
a time period where I had also kind of checked out of Cartoon Network, like we talked about me checking out of Disney Channel.
Right.
So the last Cartoon Network shows that I really remember watching are like Chowder and The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Loved those.
Those were great shows.
And that one. With the Grim Reaper.
Oh yeah, Grim Adventures. That was
Grim-
more early to
Yeah.
mid 2000s, but yeah, the
And-
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Watched that a lot.
Foster's
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yes.
Which for some reason that was always a channel changer for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Aw.
Because I've heard great things about it. I've heard it's a
Yeah,
great
it's
show.
good.
I don't know why. It was just always like, oh, I'll switch over to Nickelodeon now or Disney Channel.
Humph.
I don't know why. I just never gave it a fair shot, I don't think.
That was me whenever any of the like Naruto or what's that one?
Dragon Ball Z?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime that shit came on, I was like, okay, bye.
No, I loved Toonami. And I didn't even like anime, but it was because when me and my sisters were kids and the anime would start playing on Cartoon Network later on at night, we'd watch it and just laugh because we called it the weird show.
That's so funny.
Because it's obviously like different style animation than we're used to.
Exactly.
So we found legitimate entertainment out of watching it, but I mean didn't get invested in the storylines or anything, but just like funny face, you know.
Yeah, I remember getting scared whenever Robot Chicken came on.
Yeah, I never made it that far, I don't think.
I was staying up late, apparently.
I watched a lot of late night Disney Channel, as I've talked about before, and late night Nickelodeon, like Nick at Night.
Yeah.
As I've mentioned on the show before, I watched the entirety of Boy Meets World with its like hour block airing at like 2 a.m.
Yes, that's crazy.
Because they played it in order.
I usually changed it when I would watch like one episode and then change it of George Lopez.
Hell yeah.
But it was like the burp, 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 burp would always get stuck in my head every time.
Yes. No, I have that. There's that meme of like George like jumping up in the air and has that goofy big smile on his face and is like waking up at 3 a.m. to this or whatever, you know? And like, yeah, no, that's definitely
Or that's your sleep paralysis demon.
I used to watch Nick at Night all the time because I have Full House and Family
You remember when The
Matters.
Nanny used to come on?
Yeah, that was a channel changer for me as well. And
Yeah, me too.
Smalltown's brought up how he thought The Nanny's hot.
That's right.
And he's not wrong. But
No, she's a baddie.
I'd never stuck around for that one either. I had a weird thing growing up where it's like, if I wasn't like basically like I guess forced to watch it and realize that I liked it, I wouldn't watch it on my own. You know, I wanted to stick with what I was comfortable with for the most part. And there were some exceptions here and there, like with Boy Meets World and Family Matters. I put myself on those. But yeah, no, I don't know why. But I've heard great things about The Nanny too. I've heard that's a really good show as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. Never seen a full episode. All right. Getting into the movie, though.
Yeah.
The film, you might say. The flick. As I said at the top of the show, all this has happened before and it will happen again. But this time it's happening in London on Bloomsbury Street. We're told Peter Pan visited this house because people there believed in him except for Mr. Darling. But
yes.
As we learned at the end, he did at one time.
Yeah.
We meet the family. The kids fucking love Peter Pan. They treat him like he's like goddamn Superman. The Darling family uses their poor dog Nana for labor and cause unnecessary messes that she's forced to clean up.
Literally.
And she still ends up getting berated. And George Darling, him specifically, deserves to get his ass kicked by Nana.
Yeah.
George calls Wendy into the room to get onto her.
She already does.
What's up?
She low-key already does.
Kicks his ass?
I mean, she be tripping him.
That's true.
He's crashing into shit because of her.
She be tripping?
Bet it was on purpose.
Facts. So George calls Wendy into the room to get onto her, which Wendy completely blows off, which was funny. George finally blows his top and demands Wendy stop filling her siblings' heads with absolute poppycock, as he said. He orders that she no longer sleep in the nursery room and then drags poor Nana outside when the family checks on her instead of him when an accident occurs. Poor Nana, bro. She just can't catch a break around here.
Nah, I'd be fed up if I was her.
Yeah, she should leave. Mary Darling says goodnight to Wendy and goes to shut the window, but Wendy says she thinks Peter Pan finna come through because she's seen his shadow. So she's like, hey, don't close that shit, Mom.
Yeah, Nana stole his shadow. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Nana's an OG.
Yeah. She's funny for that.
I was when they started saying poppycock too much.
Yeah.
I really want a rapper to make a Peter Pan reference and say poppycock in a song.
Hell yeah.
They could, like, low-key make that fire.
You got to
if
come
they
up
did
with
it
the
right.
bar, Smalltown. At some point. You don't have to do it right this second, but at some point you got to come up with the bar because I want to hear that.
Yeah. By next show.
Yeah. No, by the end of the night.
Oh.
By the end of my next sentence. That's how much time you have. That was my next sentence, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about Papa Glock, something Peter
Okay.
Pan, something poppycock.
Okay. Yeah, just say something about
Hey, something about a Papa Glock, something Peter Pan, and then something about you poppycock.
Ugh. Bars. That doesn't
Get
sound
this guy a
too far
Grammy.
off from fucking, what's his name? Skrilla?
Skrilla, baby?
The dude that did fucking Doot Doot. You know what I'm talking about?
No, is he the one that wears a mask?
Yeah, and
His
it
face.
says the 6-7 song. Doot Doot.
Oh, is that Skrilla?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Peter Pan and his freaky smile. That fucking part where
Yeah.
Tink like reveals, oh, freaky.
Hated
He
that.
do pull up alongside Tinkerbell in search of Peter's shadow. When they find it, they inadvertently wake up Wendy, and Wendy doesn't seem all too surprised. Like, she's just like, oh, bet, you're here. What's up?
I mean, she did kind of expect it.
Yeah, no,
She had his shadow in a sewing drawer.
no, this is true, but it's still just like, she just starts talking to them, like shooting the shit with him,
Yeah.
like they're homies.
Yeah,
like they've
immediately.
been met.
He's a fucking prick, too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
remember that he was a fucking asshole. I thought
Yeah.
he was so excited all the time, just so happy.
Mhm.
Right. No, he's just like a dick.
Yeah.
But it's very much like how a kid that age would
Yeah.
act. And I definitely have a lot to say about that in my report card. Tink also gets shut in a drawer, and that rightfully kicks off her hatred for Wendy.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about her, like, it's not inappropriate, right? Because she's a fairy. She's, like, looking at her body and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what every fucking woman wants right now.
No, literally.
The in body.
She had to have been
But this was
Roughly
in
the
the early
same-
50s.
age as Peter.
Yeah, but how old was
No.
Peter, though?
Well, Peter physically was like 12.
Right.
I'm pretty sure fairies
Yeah, she's a fairy. though.
last a long time.
Yeah, but she looked, she didn't look like a kid, but
No.
She had a goddamn dump truck on her.
that's another thing too, is I notice a lot with these older Disney movies, a lot of butt stuff, a lot of butt jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because they weren't sexualized back then.
Yeah,
Like it was more just like silly, like haha butts, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, maybe.
And now there's a lot more sexualization
Yeah.
Mhm.
around, especially female butts, asses, as you might say, booties.
with-
For
and
sure.
I'm with all of it.
Me too. I'd love it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, no, that's why it just doesn't play as well now. Like it seems so much weirder now. Like why would they do that? But yeah,
Yeah,
no.
there was a couple points in this
There's the
movie that
humor.
yeah.
Peter's bitch ass basically tells Wendy to shut the fuck up and that girls talk too much. That's kind of probably what you were talking about.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah,
right
he
out
was
the
just
gate,
a
he's just a
prick
dick. Yeah,
anyway.
just a complete dick.
But also, like, facts.
Ouch.
Peter's also arrogant as fuck. And he doesn't want Wendy to grow up because he wants her to keep telling his stories. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
Like the reason he doesn't want her to grow up isn't because like, oh, it's so amazing to be a child. It's because he's like, nah, like keep talking about me
Yeah.
forever. When Peter goes to take Wendy away to Neverland to be he and the Lost Boy's mother, because doesn't she like explain what a mother is? Is that a thing?
Not
Or is he just like, oh, we need a
yet.
mother? Okay.
I think
Or does he just say you can be our mother?
yeah, I think that is what he says.
So when he's like, shit, I gotta kiss you now. And then Tink gets mad jealous and Peter accidentally wakes up John and Michael in the process. And Peter allows John and Michael to join them. They're super enthusiastic. Wendy asks him how to fly, but he doesn't really know how to explain it. He's never really thought about that before. And then he just thinks like, oh, well, I think happy thoughts, you know, so that's gotta be it. So think happy thoughts.
And imagine this, and it's funny, and I'll let Kaylee explain here in a second, because I already wrote this, but imagine the kids think happy thoughts, and instead of taking off in the room and landing on the bed, they jump out the window and then just crash onto the pavement.
Oh my God.
I know that's morbid as fuck, but then like Kaylee today.
So that is funny because when I was finishing up my research, I had found that the author of the Peter Pan story had like re-edited and changed the story a few times, especially like once the play was being a real thing, because children, it was originally no fairy dust involved. Like it was just think happy thoughts and you could fly. And also Peter Pan and the Lost Boys didn't need anything to help them fly or whatever. And so children were actually jumping from their beds and injuring themselves trying to fly. And so they had to edit it basically and add in the fairy dust part.
Which smart.
Because that's like that's the most real thing about parenting is all you're doing for the first, 7 years is trying to kill them from keep them from killing themselves.
Trying to kill them.
Trying to kill them before they kill themselves.
It's the most stressful fucking thing about having a little kid, like a baby.
Yeah. I'm so sure. I can't. I'm not
You've
ready
done a
for
good
it.
job, Smalltown. You've had a good
Thanks,
run.
man.
Yeah, 2 out of 2 for 2.
Shit. The thing is, like, dude, a baby can just die. Like, you're not even, everything's good, everything's safe, and it just, like, the sudden infant death syndrome, it just fucking, like, its brain stops telling it to breathe, and it's like, well, that's not fair, I didn't do that.
Right.
Like, that shit's so fucking sad.
That is so sad. It's so
one
scary.
of the main reasons I don't want to have a child.
And
I do. Like, there's a big part of me that does.
Yeah.
But, like,
I think
babies terrify me.
It is absolutely, like, worth all the anxiousness and shit.
I'm
the
sure
problem,
it is.
like, you're probably more like me, where you guys are both probably more like where I am. Like, that anxiety doesn't go away for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still am fucking, every time Hendrix moves, I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you, like, constantly watching out. The thing with Hallie, she doesn't put herself in any positions ever to get hurt. So, like, I don't ever have to, like, worry about it, you know?
She's smart.
She's super
scared of
fucking
everything.
smart.
She's very smart. She's so scared of everything.
Honestly, like, being scared of things is arguably smart.
It is, because you're seeing all of the things that could go wrong.
Right.
But her
Yeah.
problem is, like, I don't want to go sledding.
Oh, come on.
Not
Yeah.
sledding.
Yeah.
Peter smacks Tink's ass and gives the kids fairy dust so they can fly, which freaks Nana the hell out. Nana's fucking barking up a storm. It was so cute, though, when Nana tried to fly, but then I immediately feel bad for Nana because Michael sprinkles fairy dust on Nana's ass, but since she's tied up, she can't follow them, so she's just floating in the air.
She's just floating there. Aww.
I feel endlessly bad for Nana. And I love Nana. I've always loved Nana. Like, that's something I didn't touch on earlier when I was talking about my love for Smee. Like, when me and Bree watched that in 2020, fucking came away from that being like, I love Smee, I love Nana.
Yeah.
Off to Neverland they go. We get our first glimpse into Neverland as we meet Mr. Smee, the pirate crew, and finally, Captain Hook. And the crew bullies poor Smee for no good reason because he's such a nice guy, man. Hook tells Smee that he thinks Tiger Lily, the chief to the Washington Redskins' daughter, will be able to tell them about Peter Pan's location.
Good one.
We also learn about TikTok and TikTok the crocodile. And Kaylee and I never realized sorry to repeat a word again, the morbid reason TikTok stalks Hook.
Yeah.
It's basically Peter Pan is the one that chopped Hook's hand off, fed it to TikTok. TikTok loved the taste of it so much that now he wants to devour the rest of Hook.
Yeah, and he just follows him around forever.
Jesus, man.
That's crazy. I never picked up on that. As
No,
a
me
child.
either. I feel it because it's so quick. Like,
Very.
I was doing the rundown and I missed that line of dialogue and I was like, Kaylee, what the fuck was just said? I paused it and then Kaylee told me and then I rewatched that part again today when I was going back and sprucing up the rundown. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking dark.
There's some parts of this that got real fucking dark that I was like, whoa.
Yeah, this is like this is a strange one because it never truly feels dark.
No.
There's so much like darkness under the surface. It's very like lively and just adventure, fun time, you know, but then there's all these different elements right underneath there that if you're a kid, never gonna pick up on.
Like
As
how
an
the
adult,
pirates, whenever like the ship guys were bullying Smee and they were like, we want to cut throats, we want to kill people. Come on. And I was like, oh.
That's another thing too I liked
that.
about old Disney movies is they didn't fucking hold back. There was guns and fucking bombs. Like they
Yeah.
explicitly like
They bombed it.
Yeah. Well, Smee's all like, well, shit, at least he makes that TikTok sound to warn you when he's coming. What did Flapjack just do?
He meowed directly into the mic.
Oh, I hope that got picked up. Well, sure enough, they hear the sound, the TikTok sound. The croc has arrived and Hook is terrified. Thankfully, Smee's such a clutch friend because homeboy sends TikTok packing. For now, anyway.
Yeah, he really squared up to the croc.
No, that was fire. I also love the gag of Smee going to shove Hook or shave Hook and accidentally shaving a seagull's ass.
Yeah, that was a part that I weirdly remembered
Right.
so
I
well.
actually,
me too.
feel like for some reason, birds having their ass shaved was like a weird reoccurring thing that happened in cartoons.
Just like Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, that kind of
Yes.
shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see that, yeah.
Or just like anyone. Because like, how many times did fucking Tom get his ass shaved?
True.
Or just blown up?
Yeah. But again, it goes back to butts were like a joke.
Yeah.
Then there was nothing like sexualized about them. They were just funny.
Exactly. Well, as Peter and the kids arrive in Neverland, they're spotted by the pirates, and Hook is ready to attack, baby. They have some powerful ass cannons as they begin firing at Peter into the clouds. Peter orders the kids to follow Tink. She zooms off without them. She heads back to tip off the Lost Boys about Wendy's arrival so they can attack her.
Mm-hmm.
And they successfully shoot Wendy down, but can't finish the job as Peter saves her just in time before she fucking dies.
Literally dies.
Peter then tells the boys he's brought them a mother who they almost fucking killed. And the boys say they were just following Tink's orders. So in turn, Tink ends up getting banished by Peter forever. But then it's just funny because he says, all right, a week then, but she's long gone.
She's literally gone.
She's gone. She's been gone. And he's like, all right, maybe a week. That's fine. And that's at Wendy's request, actually. So Wendy's actually being like, that's like the theme throughout this. Is like Peter is very reactive and Wendy is more thoughtful.
Yeah. More level-headed.
Yes, exactly. That's what I call her in my report card, actually.
Really?
The boys really want to go find some indigenous people, and let's just say all this didn't age well at all. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna get a movie from the 1950s and not be fucking racist?
Yeah, I mean,
In
look at Dumbo in the 40s with the crows.
Real.
Yep, it just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like one of those things where it's like, with this specifically, I think the crows are a different story. With this specifically, I think it was mostly out of pure ignorance.
Yeah.
I think with the crows and them being caricatures of black people, it's just because you're racist and that's what you think black people are, you know?
Yeah.
With Native Americans and indigenous people at that time, I think the majority of the public that didn't do any actual research just assumed that they were kind of savage and this is how they acted, you know?
Yeah.
And
that's definitely racism in itself.
It is.
But it's
I'm not
like,
excusing it.
as I guess
I don't
we're
think
not really the ones to talk about it, but you could say maybe, and we could be wrong, that it wasn't as malicious.
No,
as
yeah,
the
I don't think
crows
it was
were.
as intentionally hateful.
Right.
No,
As
it's
it
just
was.
a fucking caricature.
Yes.
Basically. Is what
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
they were fucking savages, and don't get that twisted also. They were fucking fierce.
yes, that's a better way of putting it. Is they're savages, I feel like demeans them.
It has a
Yeah.
bad connotation, but like they were legitimate. Like some tribes way more than others, obviously.
But then there's the peaceful ones too that were provoked.
Yeah, but
Correct.
that may be peaceful towards like white settlers.
Right.
But like tribe on tribe violence was so common.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
No, for
Like,
sure.
They conquered each other. Just
Right.
like we ended up fucking
But
taking
we
out
do
their
that
land.
too. We're savages.
Yeah, no, for
Right.
sure.
Uh-huh.
But like this Pocahontas native thing, like that's not real. Like they were warriors. Like those men and shit, like in the tribes were warriors. Like
They're badasses.
yeah, to refer to them as savages in a derogatory term it's obviously fucked. But like they were fucking savages, dude. Like they were motherfuckers. If white people didn't have guns, chalked.
Yeah,
True.
100%.
Chalk.
The amount of knowledge they
Fucking
had
chalk
about
tawed.
everything, about everything, because they used like all of their resources.
They lived in harmony with the fucking planet.
Yeah, with nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the following the leader number is next, and I thought that was really fun. Not so much the song to me, but the sequence was really cute and
Yeah.
enjoyable. There were just some fun little moments here and there throughout.
Although I feel like John really did not give a fuck about Michael.
No, he
He
did
was
not.
at the very back, barely keeping up, barely
Michael
hanging
would
on.
not have cleared that jump from the rocks they were skipping across the pond, river, whatever it was,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the fact that one of them was a hippo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he dies.
100%.
He drowns right then and there.
He dies if
Either that
it
or
was
he
a
just sits on
hippo
the
too.
rock.
Yeah, true. Good point. Talk about savages.
True.
Hippos are violent. The boys end up getting captured, and the chief tells the boys that they're not letting him go this time because he thinks they took Tiger Lily.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the seed planted at the beginning, like Hook talking about taking Tiger Lily. So
Yep.
the chief says that if Tiger Lily isn't back by sunset, they gonna get burnt to death. Meanwhile, Peter pulls up to catch up with the mermaids that just fawn over him. Which, like, how old do we think the mermaids are? Like, this is so weird. Like,
Hopefully old enough.
yeah, like,
Well,
God.
the whole thing is, I'm sure they're probably cursed to never age on that island.
No, this is
so
true.
They've probably all been around each other for a long periodic
Yeah,
of
do you
time.
think, like, Hook and Smee and the pirates are all under that, too? I mean, because Smee also, like, knows his mother. Clearly, he has a mother tattoo. So that's all very strange to me. How does Neverland work? I mean, I'm sure there's,
The
like,
science.
there's all kinds of lore with it, but, like, I want to know specifically how this Neverland works.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy follows along, but when the mermaids discover her, they begin tormenting her, which Peter just fucking laughs at. Peter claims they were only trying to have a little fun, to which one of the mermaids say they were only trying to drown her.
Crazy.
And Peter replies, see? I thought that was pretty fucking funny. It's like, see, they weren't trying to hurt you. They were only trying to drown you.
Yeah.
As Wendy is venting, Hook is passing by now, with TikTok following not so far behind. So Peter's like, hush up right quick. The mermaids flee, and Peter observes that he thinks they're heading for Skull Rock, and he's right. So he grabs Wendy to go check out what the baddies got going on. Side note, by the way, Skull Rock is literally a giant rock shaped like a skull. That's what it is.
I would hope so.
At Skull Rock, Hook has kidnapped Tiger Lily, is trying to get her to fess up on where Peter's hiding spot is. He tells her that he'll let her go if she snitches. Thankfully, Tiger Lily ain't no rat, even when she's being threatened.
Mm-mm. She said, I'll die before I tell you.
Damn right. That's a real one
Without
right
even
there.
saying it.
Hell yeah. Peter uses his impression talents for the first time here, first impersonating a ghost, which gets Hook to go investigate. With Hook momentarily out of the picture, Peter then tricks Smee by using Hook's voice, which is a hysterical exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Just Smee going back and forth. Like, looks like I did. And I've seen this gag a lot throughout the years, but I wonder, like, how fresh this was of a gag.
And
back
it was
then.
also funny because when Smee was like taking Tiger Lily out of the cage, he was like, oh, he's finally come to his senses.
Yeah, right. Which I feel like also shows like the morality of Smee.
Mm-hmm.
Like Smee is very loyal to Hook and respects the hell out of him, but at the same time, like Smee also recognizes right and wrong. You
Yeah.
know, even if he's not willing to go against Hook to, you know, uphold it, I
Right.
suppose. There's this genuinely bone-chilling shot, by the way, where while Peter's like fucking around, probably the closest thing to something like even remotely scary, like not for me now, but like as a kid in this film, where Hook is ascending the rock, like post, I guess you could call it, that Peter's on top of, and all you see is like Hook's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I really fucked with that. That was cool. And then we get a swashbuckling sword fight, or sword and small dagger fight, I suppose, between Hook and Peter.
Hey, he held up.
Yeah, he always does. Bless you.
Thank you.
Peter ends up knocking Hook off the edge of a cliff, and Hook is hanging on for dear life when TikTok returns.
Sorry.
He wants his pound of flesh. Hook falls right into TikTok's mouth, but Smee is there for the rescue, and the baddies escape with TikTok still following. So you just can't escape TikTok, Hook. You're just gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Just jump in his mouth and end it now.
Or feed him someone else. Maybe he'll be like, oh, that was good. That
True.
satisfied me. I mean, he could have just fed him one of his men.
I mean, he did throw one of his men overboard.
what I was
so
thinking of when I
don't
said
think
that.
Krog is interested in anybody but him.
That's true. Yeah. He didn't. TikTok didn't go around to go grab him. Good point. Back on the ship, Smee is hammering a sign up on the door to the captain's quarters, and then ironically tells one of the other pirates to keep it down due to the captain's splitting headache, which was funny because he's literally hammering right there.
Yeah. Like 17 like nails too.
Yes.
Like, dude, you could have just used 3
Probably
and you would have been fine.
Probably 2.
Dead ass.
And then Smee only worsens it even more when he bashes Hook over the head with a hammer, knocking old Hooky loopy.
Concussed.
Smee informs Hook that Pan, this is while like Hook's like fucking like basically out of it. But he's informing Hook that Pan banished Tink, and when Hook hears that, he snaps out of it. I like that Hook Smee was like, let me tell you the tea. Like, let's talk about some drama real
Literally.
quick.
He's just gossiping.
I love that
Smee's
shit.
totally a gossiper.
He is. I love that. Well, then Hook's mad intrigued, so Smee explains why Peter banished Tink, and Hook's all like, say less. A jealous woman I can manipulate? Bet. He orders Smee to go capture Tinkerbell, because he ain't doing all that.
And also Smee thinks the whole time that they're getting ready to leave.
Right.
So he's like, all right, bet. They can finally go sail the seas and cut throats.
Yes. It's just what all they want to do. But Hook
Mhm.
is dead set on taking out Peter Pan. Peter takes Tiger Lily back home. He's honored by the tribe, and cultural appropriation, here we come. Yeah, it kind of goes without saying how poorly this aged, as we kind of already talked about. They reduced this indigenous tribe to something less than human and more as goofy, red-skinned caricatures.
Mhm.
Outside of that, though, I genuinely felt this section lacked charm. Like, strip the racism from it, and I didn't like this segment.
No.
Still. I didn't care for the song. It wasn't just because it was racist, though, but also because it wasn't particularly catchy or fun of a number. The most I can give it is the deep bass vocals had some real power to them. That's like the biggest compliment I can give that song. But otherwise, like Kaylee even pointed out, like they kept asking like all these questions and they didn't really answer shit. Like the whole song
No.
was like, how does it do this? How does it, it's like, I don't
Nothing.
know. Still don't know. This whole section could have been cut and you'd lose absolutely nothing outside of Peter getting the boys back. That's literally it.
100%. And like, I guess pissing Wendy off, but
Yeah, but even then, like, I'll get into that more too later. There's no real follow-up on that.
no.
Like, Wendy's, like, jealous. So Wendy, she's having some fun and dancing. She's ordered by another woman to go retrieve firewood, though. Then she returns with the firewood to see Peter smitten with Tiger Lily.
Mhm.
She's like, oh, hell nah. But then, like, Michael and John aren't minding her. So then she's starting to realize maybe they need to get on up out of here. And she just leaves. And then, like, we never, like, revisit, like, any, like, jealousy with Wendy and Peter or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a strange moment. I guess it was just adding to, we just need to leave. We need to get out of here. But I feel
Yeah,
like
that's the only thing I could think of.
the only
That would make sense.
the big thing for me, though, is, like, the boys not minding her.
And she was just like, okay, bye.
Though that's good enough. Like, we didn't need her also getting jealous of Peter.
I don't know why they had to make everybody in love with Peter.
Yeah, no, that's a very strange thing, too. And I don't know how much of that, like, is inspired by the play either, because that's possible,
Maybe. We need to watch it.
Well, also, Smee ends up finding Tink and bringing her back to Hook. Hook plays a little piano and tries to get in Tink's head and get her on his side. I could have dug a little villain song here, guys. He was playing piano. I was like, oh, bet. I didn't realize there was a Hook villain song.
Facts.
It's like, oh, he never
That would
gets
have been
in
a lot better than the previous
it. Yeah,
song.
that's what I'm saying. Smee also gets blackout drunk.
Yeah, he's fucked up. I respect it.
Hook says it isn't Peter's fault. It's Wendy who's to blame. He says they'll Shanghai Wendy. And Smee points out that they don't know where Peter lives. Tink is like, nah, I got you. But she does make him promise not to harm Peter. He agrees. She shows him Peter's crib on the map, and then Hook immediately turns on her and locks her up.
Throws her ass in like a little lantern or something.
Back with the boys, Peter continues his cultural appropriation. And he also says to a pissed off Wendy, everyone thinks I'm wonderful. Yeah, not me, Peter. Not me. Wendy tells Michael and John they finna leave tomorrow, and Peter's like, that just ain't fucking happening. He's having none of that. And then Wendy's talking to Michael, and he's like, what? She's like, what about Mom, guys? And little Michael seems to have forgotten all about Mom already. I think this is deeper than, and it's not even just I think, like I know it's deeper than what it comes across on surface level. In the original story, it's explained how the longer a child stays in Neverland, the more their memories of their parents and home begin to fade.
Yeah.
And they kind of gloss over that little line here. But when you catch on to what Michael's forgetting, or like when you catch on to like why Michael is forgetting his mom, it truly adds on so much lore to Neverland and Peter and the Lost Boys. And it makes this a much more tragic story.
Yeah.
In the process. And that's something they like Disney clearly aimed to avoid. So you still get a little bit of that, but they don't explain that. They don't delve
they
into
Disney-fied
that.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Wendy sings a boring song about moms, and Smee shows off his tattoo dedicated to his mom, yada, yada, yada.
They're all eavesdropping on them.
Yeah. Well, Hook and the gang have pulled up and are ready for an ambush. And I'm sorry if that was mean, by the way. The song wasn't bad. The vocals are good. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure
special.
Smalltown loved it, though.
Yeah, listen to the soundtrack on the way here.
But just that song over and over again.
Yes.
They're there for an ambush. They capture the Lost Boys and the Darling Children, and Hook says he intends to be a man of his word and not lay a hand on Peter. That was a recurring theme throughout this, is like they are like even if they, especially Hook, like goes around what he said, like they're like weirdly honor, like they like at least honor what
they
their
keep
word
promises.
was. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's like very much a thing in Neverland.
Hey, do we ever know why the fuck Captain Hook is in Neverland?
No, that's
honestly
that's
no.
what I was talking about earlier, and I really want to know more about the lore of Hook and Smee and the pirates
And
like,
Peter Pan and like what the hell happened to him.
because Neverland doesn't even seem like, from what we see of it, doesn't even seem that big.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you here? Like, where did, like, I don't know.
I thought the whole thing was it's a place where kids never grow up.
Right, and then
There's like a tribe of Native Americans.
like
there's
grown-ups. There's
adults
grown-ups
with kids, and then there's fucking pirates.
They had a kid, Tiger Lily.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
is Tiger Lily gonna age while Peter stays the same age?
I don't know.
Such a strange thing. Or is it when you get there, you stop aging?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
But how did Hook and Smee and the pirates get there?
But then how come he's so worried about when people grow up? If you're a grown-up, you don't talk about them anymore. So how would you get there as a grown-up?
Right. That's true. See,
We're
what the
finding all the
fuck?
plot holes.
No, there is. And
They
I'm
need
sure
a fucking Peter Pan anime show with like
facts.
1,400 episodes.
I was gonna say 500. Goddamn.
No, go full Naruto with that shit.
Shit.
I would watch the fuck out of that. And now that you mention that, I feel like I had like on one of those like, skinny DVD cases, like the cheaper ones that you get for like $1 at the thrift store or at Walmart or something like that.
For your pirated discs?
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like I had like a Peter Pan, like anime basically, but I could be wrong.
What the hell?
Well, that was like basically like, what's it called? It was, public domain, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
So like anyone could use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a Pinocchio thing, I
Mhm.
think.
I thought it was 100 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But then there's also like, while doing my research for the film, I found like an older video game for like, I think the PS1, the PlayStation 1, that was a non-Disney Peter Pan game.
When did the story come out?
The early 1900s. So it wouldn't have, I guess 1902 was the first appearance.
Yeah.
So maybe, again, because the game came out, I think maybe in 2002. So maybe that's when it became public domain.
Yeah, probably.
Let's do that.
They just capitalized on it
It's
immediately.
very weird. So all films before 1929 are all in the public domain.
Oh.
Post 1929. So all the films made in 1929 were public domain as of January 1st of 2025. Films from 1930 will enter public domain January 1st, 2026. Films from 1931 will enter the public domain on January 1st, 2027.
Interesting.
That's not even like a rounded number.
No.
No, I don't like that.
I don't fucking like that either. 96 years?
What does it fucking matter?
We're gonna start getting.
Just
even
make it
more
100.
remakes.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to get all kinds of awful remakes.
We're already getting it with so much Disney stuff.
Mhm.
Could Peter Pan be public domain because the screen, not the screenplay, but the like actual play came out in 19 whatever?
Well, because the Peter Pan's
Yes.
first appearance was 1902, and then I believe the play was in what 1906, 1904. What did I
So
say?
it is the story of Peter Pan is public domain. You obviously can't do what Disney did because that's copyrighted.
That's their work, right? So I don't know. That's interesting, but maybe we should do a Neverland origin story. Smalltown, Kaylee, you in?
With the
You can play-
softball.
Smalltown. You could play Hook.
Yeehaw!
You gotta go watch our pre-show.
I'm
picture
Captain
shot.
Hook.
You gotta go to
That's
at
funny.
Disness Podcast to understand that on Instagram. Well, yeah. So he Hook lowers a present box down into Peter's crib. How sweet! I wonder what present Hook got him.
Aw.
That's really nice of him. Back on the ship, the zesty pirates sing a song and try to get the boys to become pirates. It was so funny. Like there was the reason I said the zesty pirates was when they were dancing. But there was when I was skipping around today to get my rundown, I ended up on while it was buffering a screenshot basically of them like kicking their legs up and looking all zesty. It was so fucking funny.
Pink Pony Club.
Now someone needs to add a song like that song or a song like that over
Them dancing.
the them dancing. Yes.
That's funny.
Well, the boys are like immediately all like, "Yeah, sign us up. We want to be pirates." Then Wendy steps
No
in.
loyalty.
She tells Hook that Peter will save them. I love the moment when Hook and Smee are laughing so hard at that they hug. It's so like weirdly wholesome because they're laughing about killing a kid. So like, but it's like, oh, how sweet.
Yeah. Finally a sweet moment.
Hook takes this moment to reveal to Wendy that the present he left for Peter was a fucking bomb.
No.
When Tink hears of this, she uses all of her power to escape so she can go save Peter. So she could have gotten out of that a long time ago.
Yeah, really.
Thank God Tink is lightning quick, honestly, because the clock was down to 18 seconds before the explosion, just as she escaped. Peter doesn't believe Tink when Tink shows up until it's almost too late. Basically, until it is too late. Because the bomb literally flies out of his hand and explodes right in front of him. And how that didn't kill him right there, I have no idea.
I think Tink snatched it from him.
Yeah, okay. Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And fairy dust?
Yeah.
Save the day. No, they're fucking dead. Rest in peace.
For sure.
All right, moving on. Nah, but Peter survives. Although initially he can't find Tink. It's actually a nice moment here. Like Peter's like only nice moment. When Peter realizes Wendy and the boys are in trouble, but then snaps back to realizing he's got to save Tink first, and then he tells Tink how much she means to him, and like genuine,
Rare,
like, being
sweet
very
moment.
genuine. Do I dare call this character growth? Huh? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hook offers the kids two options: the pin to become a pirate, or the plank. Wendy tells Hook they'll never join him, and all the boys are like, "Yeah." And Wendy just casually tells everyone bye as she's being sent to die.
Literally.
I guess she still has that hope that Peter will show up, maybe, but she's just like, "Take care, John." You know, like
She accepted her fate. Shit.
she's like, "I'm dying." So she walks the plank, but then Hook and Smee and the crew are stunned when they hear no splash. That's because it's Peter and Tink to the rescue, bitches!
Yippee!
I thought it was funny how initially the pirates think it's because the ship itself is bewitched. Like that's
Right.
but
Yeah, like when you steal a bunch of children and try to kill them, you might get cursed.
yeah, true. Yeah. but a pissed off Hook hurls one of his men off the ship. That moment is probably as menacing as Hook gets in the film. He has like a wild look in his eyes and everything. But it's very short-lived as Peter has arrived to whoop some pirate booty. Peter basically like pretty handily defeats Hook. And the boys and Tink fend off the pirates. Smee goes to flee. Shit is breaking down right now. Peter knocks the pirates down and they all tumble into the lifeboat where Smee is attempting to flee. The boys celebrate. But then Hook, he ain't done yet. He calls Peter a coward for flying. So Peter agrees to take Hook on in a fair fight. Another one of those signs of, just being honorable.
Yeah.
But he won't use his flying powers in this fight. And it's a pretty close one. Hook even has the full advantage at one point. He knocks Peter's dagger out of his hand. He gets control of it. He has the sword right up to Peter's throat, but doesn't pull the trigger. And I gotta believe if he had been swifter instead of savoring the moment, he would have won
Definitely.
there. He was taking his time.
He had to gloat.
Yeah, exactly.
Every fucking bad guy in every fucking movie.
Yeah, one of these times I want to see the bad guy get in the dominant position and just immediately.
And then fucking unlock, because they'll always put the gun to the fucking guy's head. And they talk. And they talk. And they talk.
Or they'll strap him up to the chair and then be like, I have other things I got to go take care of. I'm going to go take that.
It's my mom's birthday, so I'm going to go have dinner. And after I'm done, I'll be back to kill you. Yeah.
Just do it now.
You just sit tight.
Go have dinner. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but he does end up losing for taking his time. Peter comes out on top. Hook pleads for his life like a little bitch. So Peter tells him to say he's a codfish. And sure enough, Peter doesn't kill him. But that ain't stopping our persistent friend TikTok from killing him. Hook really
TikTok.
He does himself in here though. Because Peter told him that he was free to leave and never return, so he probably could have left with his ship and everything, gotten the fuck out of there, But he just has to fucking take that shot. Peter turns his back. He's like, gotta fucking kill you. I can't. So he falls right into TikTok's mouth. He does, escape, I suppose, while on screen. But TikTok is hot on his trail, so no on-screen death here. I mean, it's implied that he survived with Return to Neverland. But at the same time, shit, how did he survive,
Yeah. 100%.
The sequence is really fucking funny, though. And I love how, okay, so first I'll say I love Hook's repeated cries of, Smee! Smee! All throughout. And then the smattering one where he's, bouncing across the ocean like a stone on a pond,
Yes.
That's funny as shit. Someone needs to make a beat out of that.
Garbage for how much he literally would have died without him.
Right. So Peter takes the kid home on Hook's ship. Tink turns it gold. The darling parents return home, and George is like, shit, Nana, I ain't mean all that from earlier. They find Wendy asleep at the window. Wendy's like, Mom, we just had an amazing adventure with Peter Pan. The dad's like, oh, poppycock, till he sees the ship, and it reminds him of something he's seen before when he was a child. That's it, the end.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, poppycock.
Poppycock.
Pop your cock.
Whoa.
Pop that pussy, pop that cock.
You kids go to bed. I'm going to go give your mom some of this poppycock.
No way.
It could work the other way, too. I'm going to give Dad some poppycock.
Whoa.
She going to pop his cock.
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
You don't think that works?
I don't know if Dad's that adventurous.
Oh, okay. You're thinking differently about it.
Yeah, and I also feel like, what was her name? Just Darling?
Mary
Darling was not. She's pretty. She didn't seem like he.
The only times they've probably had sex is whenever they had.
They've had sex 3 times.
Yeah, with the intention of having kids.
Correct.
100%. Well, folks, that's Peter Pan. So with that, let's get into our report cards here on the Disness.
Ooh.
Kaylee,
Huh.
I'm going to let you kick us off. What's the first one you wrote down? Because I always go out of order for you, so we'll go in order of how you wrote them.
Characters.
Perfect. Let's start with our letter grade for characters.
I gave it a D+. I felt like they aren't great. Obviously, it was extremely racist with the way they portrayed Native Americans, but also the fact that the mermaids were bitches. The Lost Boys were obnoxious, but that's also because they left their homes and never grew up and forgot about their past, so it's not entirely their fault, I guess. The pirates were pirates, dumb and murderous. Peter Pan was an asshole, but I'm also pretty sure he's cursed, so, like, I kind of want to forgive him for that, but, like, I don't know. He's just like, I don't know. He just rubbed me the wrong way the whole time. Wendy and Nana are the best characters in my opinion. Wendy seemed pretty down to earth and sensible while still being kind and genuine. Smead is also up there for me, but he's a little too devoted to Hook, which ruins it quite a bit. You can tell he's a good guy in his heart, though. He just, I don't know. He's hanging with the wrong crowd. Overall, the characters were mostly one-dimensional, and I'm sure Jordan's got a lot to say that might change my mind, but that's where I stand right now.
I do have a lot to fucking say, and you basically said exactly what I said about Smee, which is funny. At least the last line.
Right.
Smalltown, what's you going for characters?
I'm gonna give him a fucking D minus.
Damn.
Yeah, no, there was.
Damn.
I mean, I'm gonna give Peter Pan the benefit of being a fucking like landmark character.
Right.
Really. I agree. I mean, I think Wendy was the best character in this movie. You said Nana? Is that the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the dog's cool for sure, but like, she didn't fucking do shit,
Valid.
you know? I thought Captain Hook was a fucking terrible villain.
Yeah, I
Keep
agree.
it a full stack.
I
He
get
wasn't
more into
even
that,
good
too.
at being a villain.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no,
What do you think about Smee?
He was fine. I think I've said before, like that dumb character shit.
Yeah.
Don't really like it. He clearly is just like he's almost he's neither good or bad. He's just a guy that follows.
Right.
You know, can't make his own choices.
Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of more like in the comedic relief category.
The young kid, was it Michael, the young one?
Yes.
Cute as shit.
You're very cute. With his little teddy bear.
But no, there was very little redeeming qualities for me about any of these characters.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm glad you agree.
Fucking TikTok was a good character.
Second character named TikTok we've talked about on this show.
True.
The first one got the pimp of the week. Was Return to Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The little robot.
The robot.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit differently than you guys. I'm surprised you both went that low. I guess I'm not super surprised by Smalltown.
TikTok, poppycock.
I went with a B+. So, first off, I do want to say this is a tough category for me to analyze. We'll start with Peter, who he's easily the hardest character to critique. You get why he's a dick. He's a pompous brat because he's heralded as a hero and possesses certain powers and talents like flying and vocal manipulation that give him an advantage in defeating his foes and rivals. And he's reached this like sort of like mythical status, you know, even within Neverland, like with the mermaids want to hear his stories and Lost Boys want to hear his stories. He's also been stuck in Neverland for who knows how long. So not only is this the only life he seems to have ever known, but he's also stuck in that childlike mindset with no room to grow, as he simply put cannot grow up. Therefore, yeah, I mean, he's a little shit, but it's understandable why. The issue is he isn't likable at all. And
Correct.
he's the title character.
Yeah.
Most
Not
kids,
much growth.
Most kids in general around his age tend to piss me off with how blunt they are and their lack of empathy. So in that regard, they fucking nailed it at portraying the character as he's supposed to be. But as a main protagonist, or perhaps top build star, since I'd consider Wendy to be the main protagonist.
Yeah.
He's one of the most hateable in Disney history, if not the most hateable protagonist.
Yeah.
Like, who else? Cusco?
Mm.
But even then,
Yeah.
Cusco gets redeemed by the end of it.
True.
He's also redeemingly entertaining.
Yes,
Correct.
exactly. Like, he's hilarious. Peter's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Just a little dick, bro.
Wendy, on the other hand, juxtaposes tremendously to Peter, and that's clearly intentional. They remind me very much of real-life tweens, as girls can tend to be more level-headed at that age, while boys can be less thoughtful and more brutish. But they both carry a similar carefree spirit that in itself fits both genders. So they really come across very authentically here to me.
I could agree with that, but my whole thing is how old is Peter Pan?
Doesn't matter. He's stuck in that mindset.
I
He
guess
can't
that's fair.
because he can't grow up.
Yeah.
But then that also is just like, why make it a movie?
See, I don't like that either, because I don't think that your age necessarily dictates whether you're grown up or not. I think your
No.
experiences do.
Yes.
100%.
And if you've been alive for a long time, even if you've been 13 for 75 years, you should know not to be a fucking prick.
Yeah.
I get that, but it's just like the science behind Neverland. I feel like there's something deeper there. To where
Yeah,
it's
the
like
fucking the knoll of fucking science.
they also don't have any parental guidance
True.
at all.
Except for Poppycock or whatever the fuck. Tiger Bloom. Tiger.
What?
What was that girl's name?
Tiger Lily?
Tiger Lily.
She's a kid too.
No, but she had a parent.
Yeah, that's true. But the chief isn't. The chief is just another one of their foes and rivals. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's more. It seems to be taken in a more playful light, at least from Peter and the Lost Boys. Like they think they're just having fun with them, and maybe they are too, kind of. But
Until it got serious.
yeah, right. Until Tiger Lily was involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's a tough one. But Hook and Smee to me are the shining stars. Oh, I also wanted to say about Wendy. She's a really great older sister, and she's smart, and unlike Peter, has likable qualities. Now, Hook and Smee are the shining stars, absolutely through and through. And if it wasn't for how he almost entirely lacks competence against Peter, Hook would easily be up there as one of the greatest Disney villains. And I think a lot still consider him in that upper echelon, but to me, he falls just behind the likes of Ursula, Cruella, Ratigan, Jafar, the ones that actually basically accomplish their goal.
Yes, and pose a real threat.
Yeah, exactly. Come across actually
Don't
menacing.
forget, Scar literally accomplished his
Scar too. Scar deserves to be in there.
Yes.
You're 100% right. I mean, Jafar basically does too. He just gets way too overzealous and gets kind of tricked.
True.
Ratigan does almost fully accomplish his goal, but he does the whole classic villain thing like we were talking about earlier, where he leaves, and that gives Basil and Dawson a way to escape, And same deal with I mean, yeah, I get Cruella doesn't fully do anything, but I just put her up there because she's actually menacing,
For sure.
And then Ursula
It's
too.
scary.
Ursula fucking almost pulls everything off as well.
Yeah, and she's got some real power.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Sebastian helping Ariel out, Ariel might have been fucked.
Yeah. And with Peter Pan, even Hook's crew was about to ditch his ass because they were
Yes.
tired of him.
How the fuck does Hook have this entire crew? He's clearly a skilled swordsman, whatever you want to call it. And he still can't fucking beat this kid. Now I know why he thinks he's the fucking devil.
Yeah. But at the same time, that's another thing that makes me wonder how old Peter Pan is. Because if he can fight with his little tiny dagger the way he was, you think he'd be able to act a little bit older than 13.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to read more into Neverland, guys. Clearly.
Facts.
But outside of that, it's not that he's an idiot, but Peter just rather handily overcomes him at every turn.
Mm-hmm.
But he's madly entertaining, and his chemistry with Smee is phenomenal. He's a spectacular character, even if he isn't a successful villain. He's funny, he's charismatic, and theatrical. I really enjoy Captain Hook. Also, Kaylee knows how much I love Duke Igthorn from Adventures of the Gummy Bears, and it just clicked with me upon this rewatch how much those characters remind me of each other.
Very, very similar.
I think Igthorn was definitely inspired by Hook.
Definitely.
And the whole relationship between Igthorn and Toady
Mm-hmm.
is kind of
Definitely similar.
Now, Toadie's a lot more he has his moments of like relishing in the evil and like evil acts, and he's definitely more like in on it
Yeah.
than Smee is, but still just that like similar banter and treating
way they're
like
treated.
shit. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Speaking of Smee, though, he's such a lovable sidekick, and he's the exact opposite of practically every villainous sidekick in Disney history, which makes him stand out in a great way to me. He's not menacing, but he's also not a coward. He's not bending the knee to Hook out of fear, but rather out of adoration. And deep down, he has a good heart. Like Kaylee said, I literally wrote this down too. He just ended up with the wrong crowd.
That's funny.
The side characters round everything out pretty nicely too, in my opinion. The Lost Boys and Tinkerbell, more so like instead of existing on their own, add layers to Peter's dynamic, and the boys mirror his immaturity and fuel his ego, while Tink in turn reflects his ego and impulsiveness. So, and Tiger Lily's brief role gives Hook's villainy a different flavor and adds to the sense of adventure, even if those characters aren't explored as deeply. So everything here, like, mostly counts towards something.
Yeah.
I feel like. I also just quickly want to touch on the Darling parents before we move on. They came across super realistically to me. George clearly crashes out of frustration before coming around when he's cooled off. That's classic dad energy right there.
Yeah.
And Mary retains more wonder and appreciation for imagination, which is pretty common in mothers, I feel, as well. Like,
yeah, but you can definitely still feel like she didn't.
It's not that she believed that
them.
he existed, but it's also just that she appreciates the child imagination.
Right.
It's not that she still possessed that same imagination, but more so just like
she doesn't want to take their wonder.
Yes, exactly. And while they're both loving parents, Mary's just a far more tender parent too.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like the few minutes we get of them on screen. I think it works really well, and they depict them fantastically. What's your next one, Kaylee?
Animation.
Let's do animation.
I give animation an A. This old school animation is one of my favorites of any movie genre. There is so much effort in the details, and it truly submerges you into the story the entire time. For me, it was wonderful to look at the entire time, from all the cityscapes at nighttime to Neverland to all the fun spots in between, you know? Tinkerbell was really cute in her anger, even though she was kind of a bitch and her dress was way too short. All the characters besides the Native Americans looked good because, you know, obviously that was racist. It was just really good to me. I don't know. It felt comforting in its own sense.
It does have a comforting vibe to
Yes.
it. And I mean, that's the case for like just almost every hand-drawn animated
Correct.
Disney movie.
And that's why I love it so much, because it just really like hits you right in your soul every single freaking time. And even when it comes down to the little tiny things like the trees and everything after the bomb went off, like there was so much detail and depth in this dark scene, and the little tiny hint of the glow of Tinkerbell was just powerful in its own. And I don't know, I just love it.
I like that take. Smalltown, what do you think of the animation?
I mean, I'd give it an A.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty. There's nothing wrong. Like, the thing is, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And like, I'm not a great judge on animation. You know, like Kaylee sees that artistic.
Right, being an
Wow.
artist, yes.
Yeah. But it was good. I mean, like, the colors were nice. You know, I like the drawn, like the look of it being drawn, you know, and then like the what'd you call it? Like, not the skyline, but like when they first show the house and stuff like that.
Yes.
I like the way that looks.
Or the sunset in Neverland.
Yeah.
You know?
The horizon.
Yes. The horizon. There you go. I feel that.
And the city scenes were so good.
This is crazy because I actually go lower than both of you.
Wow.
I gave it a B-.
What?
Hear me out. It's really nice looking animation, although it's a bit more simple overall. It reminded me of Dumbo.
Compared to others, sure.
Yes. And I'm not saying that's a problem. I understand why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just explain.
Yeah, just read.
The character animation is what they put most of the focus on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I read. And that looks fucking great.
Definitely.
They're so animated, no pun intended. They're expressive and lifelike. And that was apparently Disney's goal, so the characters could be even more memorable, and they certainly accomplished that.
Yeah.
There's a reason for why this doesn't look as lush and atmospheric as, say, like Bambi or Pinocchio does. And that's because Alice and Cinderella cost a lot of fucking money to make, and Disney was still recovering from their financial hit in the 40s.
Yeah.
With World War II and everything. Therefore, they took a different approach here and had to be more resource conscious in some aspects. So that's why they put more into the characters than the backgrounds.
There were definitely a few scenes that was like, okay, that's not their usual detail. But like, even with what they did.
No, it still looked great, and that's why I give the B-.
I think it's also just the charm of like hand-drawn animation.
100%.
Will always bump it up for me.
Well, and that's why it's hard for me to not give every hand-drawn animated film by Disney an A.
Right.
And maybe I'm not being fair because maybe I'm just comparing to others, but that's just inherently what I kind of did. Is just like looking at when grading something in this context, I can't just take it as what this was, but also taking like what they're capable of, you know?
Sure.
So with the budget that they had, I mean, it's an A for sure.
Yeah.
But looking, like putting it alongside other films of the era, it's a B- to me. Because there's just not, like, my biggest thing is just, like, and Kaylee clearly disagreed with it, but there's just a lack of atmosphere. Like, I don't feel submerged into Neverland, personally. Because there's just not enough texture to it. There's not enough detail. There's not enough, here's what's going on in the surroundings or anything like that. And that's just my opinion.
I don't know. I really liked like the one scene, like the follow the leader scene, like with like depicting, you know, all the different scapes looked really good, and the city looked really good. And whenever they were going through the clouds and even hovering above Neverland and everything, like they just used a really good, like, I guess, color gradients.
Yeah, no, and I did compliment the color palette. It can still look really great. Don't get me wrong, but I do want to also add, like, we complimented some of the backgrounds, but overall the backgrounds aren't crazy. But while it isn't necessarily an animation spectacle, it looks really great when it needs to, and it's quite vibrant. And the character animation, honestly, is what earns this a higher grade overall. So yeah, I think I'll bump it up to a straight up B. I think that's more fair.
I'll accept that.
Is a little low. Lastly, we'll do story, Kaylee.
So for story, I actually gave this a B-. Although I really liked the creativity and the original concept when it comes to the story itself, even though it's not Disney's original concept, it's still a unique and sweet story about coming to terms with growing up. You got a lot of examples of the good and the bad from both sides, mostly bad when it comes to like the parents and how they act, and then to the Neverland boys, the Lost Boys, and Peter and how they act. The characters were definitely flamboyant, even if not super likable. It's one that sticks out in the Disney Vault because, in my opinion, of the animation and fun story, even though I'm not a huge, or it's not a huge fan favorite, and I'm not a huge like fan of it, it's still something that like you always remember. And I don't know if that's because of Tinkerbell or what, but
she has become, I feel like, more of a cultural icon in modern times than Peter Pan.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty fun ride with some definitely racist parts, and and I mean, I enjoyed it pretty well, but
I like the idea of like that was you like describing a roller coaster that way. It was a really fun ride. There was definitely some racist parts, but it was really fun.
And that's why they got rid of the Song of the South ride.
It took them long enough. Jesus.
For real.
I don't think Uncle Remus was depicted on it, though, so that's probably why.
Good.
Smalltown, what do you give the story?
Yeah, that's such a fucking... But I guess, dude, it's hard to separate the story from execution of the story.
Yes, very much so. Uh-huh.
I think the story is probably pushing an A, for sure. I did not like this movie. It was so fucking boring to me. I mean, that's how I get pretty much with anything that's made before 2010.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
No, not literally, but 1950s, like,
It's tough.
I don't know, excitement and like things that hit back then, they don't translate well now, you know, especially
Yeah.
as an adult watching a kid's movie from 1953.
But it's weird because like Alice in Wonderland came out before this, and I do get that sense of excitement watching that movie.
I don't know if I've ever seen that whole movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I
We
know,
talk about
I
it
know
pretty
all the
soon.
fucking shit. Like, I know what it is, and
You know what it is, ho? What's up?
I know what it is. Ho, what's up?
What it
Let a
is.
motherfucker drink. I don't know. I guess I'd probably just give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'll give it a B because I think the story's there. I think it's a pretty good story, and then it doesn't help that I didn't like the fucking characters very much.
Yeah.
And then just being so fucking bored by the movie itself, which I don't think was necessarily the story's fault. It's just a very, like, I don't know, this movie to me just felt sleepy. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like,
a
Maybe
good
that was
bedtime
intentional
movie.
too, because it's like it's supposed to be dreamy. You know?
and maybe if it was intentional to make it feel sleepy to me, then fuck yeah, that's sick. I'll give you props for that, for sure.
They wanted to set the world record for most people to fall asleep in a theater.
Yeah. So I didn't fall asleep. It just made me feel
Good job.
sleepy.
Proud of you.
Did you watch this last night?
No, I watched it today.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a B, just to be fair.
Just to be fair,
Eh.
I did fall asleep Smalltown.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Towards
Well,
the
we
end
watched
of
it last night, but
towards the end of it, I nodded off, but it was also like 2 a.m.
Then
Yeah, and I was
you
like,
had done
Jordan!
a lot of heroin too.
Oh, a
that'll-
lot,
That'll
yeah.
make you nod off too.
Fucking took a.
yeah, he was standing
bunch
throughout
of
the entirety
Xans.
of the movie.
I was standing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then he
Barred
just
out.
leaned over and
I've seen my dad lean against a railing and fall asleep before.
It's hilarious.
insane.
While standing.
He's crazy.
How many people you think have gotten just barred the fuck out and watched Peter Pan?
Probably,
It's not zero.
yeah.
Definitely not
probably
zero.
At least like, I don't know. Would you say 1 to 2% of viewers is pushing it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Point-
Peter Pan.
0.04%?
I don't
Is
know.
that more fair?
I don't know. That's way more math than I want to do in my head. but
0.03%
It's
is my
definitely
official
less
guess.
than 1%, without a doubt.
0.03. That's my official guess.
Okay.
I
We'll have
took
to do a
acid and
survey.
watched Pinocchio. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. But that's not being barred out watching Peter Pan.
That's facts. That's way different. actually.
Totally different.
Different movie, different drug. I give the story a B-. Now it's a cohesive
We
story.
agreed.
Yeah, I know, right? When you said that, I was like, I got the same
Yeah.
one. It hits the right beats, has a lot of layers and solid subplots throughout. And they do a great job of setting things up early to be paid off later, which you know I'm a big fan of if you've listened to the show before.
Mhm.
Like making Tink reasonably jealous of Wendy and then planting the seeds for her unintentional betrayal of Peter, or when they have Hook mention Tiger Lily early and then they pay that off midway through the film. I also think adding other threats for both sides works well too, instead of it just being pirates versus Lost Boys all throughout, which is still generally what it is, but adding in other threats and characters only ends up adding to the story here. I do think they fail at conveying within the story exactly why Wendy would still idolize and adore Peter, and I think they missed an opportunity for a great grounded moment of Wendy calling Peter out after her frustration reaches a boiling point,
Yeah.
which we never fully get here at all.
No.
Overall, though, it is an action-packed adventure story. It just never quite gets out of second gear for me, even in the climax. And that's mostly due to Hook and the crew never truly coming across as a dangerous antagonist.
Right.
Peter pretty easily overcomes them at every turn, even when he agrees to subdue himself and not use his flying powers in the final fight.
Yeah, he still beats him very quickly.
Yeah. So overall, it's a fine adventure story with a solid message. It can be fun, and it moves at a pretty brisk pace to me. I didn't find it boring, but it's never quite thrilling.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me. It's like, that's why it's a fine adventure movie, because you want an adventure to be thrilling, and this is never quite that. All right, let's move into our overall rating for the film. Kaylee, what you got?
Overall, I give it 4.8 out of 6 murderous mermaids that were all in love with Peter. And some of them had their titties out.
Some of them had their titties out, and they might have been 13, so that's why I didn't mention anything about them being half naked.
Yeah. This movie is cute, but I didn't love it. It's beautiful to watch and has about 3 characters I like, but the things I dislike are equal, if not more. Captain Hook is pretty iconic, but he's also pathetic and never felt like a real threat, as we've said a few times now. Peter was an asshole, as we've said. The family is meh. You know, the mom and dad, not super memorable. Michael and John are, I don't know, little boys. I mean, Michael was cute and John was, I guess, smart.
Yeah,
For
I found
a
it funny
tiny
that they never
child.
played into like he wore glasses. I thought they'd play into like the nerd stereotype. And they don't.
Right. Which, you know, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that.
No,
but it's
no,
just
I'm
there
not,
wasn't really
I'm not
much
saying
to
that as a
them,
critique.
period.
I was just saying I thought they were going to do that, and they didn't.
Yeah. It's racist for no reason. Not that there is ever a reason, but still. I honestly feel bad for the Lost Boys because I feel like, in a way, Peter Pan probably just kind of kidnapped them by luring them to this magical land, and then they slowly forget about the home and life that they had before, and that they just kind of accepted this weird life surrounded by people that are
They're like being held hostage, but not against their will.
like, yeah, unknowingly,
Yes.
unwillingly being held hostage. But I loved Nana. Wendy was pretty chill, and you know, and Smee, Mr. Smee, oh Smee.
Oh, I did. I thought I added in my review that I love Nana, but I don't know where that was. I thought I added that at the end of my characters, but yeah, I do love Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you had to say?
Yep.
Smalltown.
We'll give it 6 out of 12 times the word poppycock was used.
Do you think it was used 12 times?
I don't know. It was used quite
It's
a bit in that fucking
probably
opening,
likely.
like when the dad says it.
Yeah, they would keep repeating it.
It had to have been said probably 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I don't know, but I feel like it was said a lot.
A lot of times.
I didn't care for this movie. I know it's one of those classics that people are supposed to like just because it's a classic, really, is what I feel like about it.
Mm-hmm.
It just fucking bored me to tears. I cried the
You
whole
cried?
time.
Like, please be over.
Peter Pan's a fucking dickhead. I don't remember that from when the first time I watched the movie when I was a kid. Wendy's fine. She's a good big sister for sure, right?
Definitely.
And the kids were cute. The Lost Boys was a weird thing.
Oh my god.
Captain Hook, I was not a fan. I thought he sucked. Honestly, he's a terrible fucking villain. Super incompetent, really. Tinkerbell, definitely thought she was more of a thing in this movie.
Yeah, she's more of a minor character.
One of the little side characters that just didn't add a lot.
Sometimes you have those movies that just really scratch that spot, you know, and this one just punched me in my dick. I just didn't like it.
Damn.
It's not on like Rob Roy Castaway Cowboy levels for you, though, is it?
I was more entertained with those two movies.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Because neither one of those movies was very entertaining.
I think it's fair to say maybe Castaway Cowboy, but Rob Roy was bad.
But did you see that boulder?
I love that we remember that. The horrible CGI boulder.
We'll never forget it.
No, we won't. It's been said enough now. Once you say something, once you reference it enough times, it's never forgotten.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct.
I don't know. Not that this was something I went into and was like, oh, dude, I'm going to love this because I know me. But I didn't think that I was going to be. I just don't remember. It was so, like, I cannot get over how fucking boring this movie was to me.
And you're valid. You're definitely valid.
Did you watch this with Hendrix?
No.
Has she ever seen? I guess no, she wouldn't have ever seen it because
No.
you had said you hadn't seen this in like 25 years.
I bet she would have fucking been bored.
Can we watch anything else, Dad?
I mean, you watch fucking K-pop Demon Hunters enough times, like, normal cartoons ain't going to hit it no more.
She's watched that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She fucking loves it. She sings the songs.
Oh,
That's so
She knows
good.
all the characters' names.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You got to put her on Treasure Planet.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her watch Training Day first, and then we'll.
Oh my god,
Can you
crazy!
I would pay you to have her watch
No
Training Day.
way.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I would pay to hear Hendrix say that. I give it 52 out of 68 crocodile teeth. Yes, I looked up
Nice.
how many teeth a crocodile have, and it depends on the crocodile.
Yeah.
But this was fuck. I forgot the name of the crocodile. It was a specific kind of crocodile.
Saltwater crocodile.
Yep, a saltwater crocodile. Thank you, Smalltown.
Thank you,
you
science
fucking
teacher, Smalltown.
This dude knows so much about fucking animals.
I
I'm
think
not
there's
even making a joke right now.
fucking 3 kinds of crocodiles, like a Nile, the saltwater, and then I don't even know if there's an American crocodile. I know there's an American alligator. But
Yes.
crocodiles. I don't think there's.
Good job. You named 2.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any more than 2. I
Yeah.
think it literally might be the Nile and the fucking saltwater croc.
There you go.
Maybe
Damn.
there's just like the classic croc. It's like
The
not as
classic
big.
croc.
It's not as big as the other 2.
The
Oh, Poppy
OG.
croc.
Oh, that was good. Damn.
So I like this a lot more than I did my previous viewing in 2020. The critic in me has expanded his ability to analyze everything in a stronger way versus just saying what I did and didn't like. I've also always disliked Peter Pan the character, but I see him in a different light now. That doesn't mean that I like him or am cool with what he is anymore, but he definitely has a lot more nuance than I thought about before. Generally, though, while I understand their choice to adapt the play, especially Walt's choice himself, I think there's likely stronger material they could have tackled instead.
Yeah.
I won't use that against this, as that's not particularly fair, but just a thought I had. As for what this is, as a package, it's a solid, if not good film. This does have a really sweet ending, too, and a strong, albeit simple message of never letting imagination die, even as you age. But I also am like way more fascinated with the lore of Smee and Hook and the pirates than anything that happened here with Peter.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta imagine that's the adult in me watching this film all grown up. It's like, I want to know about the grown-ups, you know?
Real. Yeah, like what party did Marie or Mary and George go to?
Yeah, no kidding. Shit. I bet George got fucked up. That's
Yeah,
why he
that
was in a
shit
good
looked
mood when he got back. Well, yeah, no, overall, though, I mean, it's fine. It's not one of my favorites, though. And
No.
I don't really have a whole lot of bad to say about it, but I don't have a ton of praise to give it either. It's one of those just like, if I'm ranking the overall history of Disney theatrical releases, it's probably just towards the middle of the pack for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into my favorite segment and our final segment here on the Disness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Pimp of the Week.
Whee!
And echoed. Holy shit. That reverberated.
Yeah, you hit that good bass note.
Damn right. Kaylee, I'm curious. I
Alright.
feel like we might all have different picks.
I don't think so. I think Smalltown's gonna defer from me. I don't know. I pick Nana, and I'm open to discussion for this, but for me, even though she wasn't a huge part of the movie, she was probably the smartest dog ever in a Disney movie. She was so great with the kids.
I don't know. Fucking Pongo and Perdido are pretty damn smart.
I mean, yeah, but she was so great with the kids to the point where Michael confused her for his mom.
It's true.
They fed them their nighttime tonic. She fed them, or she made their beds. She cleaned up their toys. She built their little block castle thing. She did more for them than the parents, clearly. And then, so the dad even said, like, that we can't have a nanny for a dog or whatever. So
Yeah.
that means Nana's been nannying these kids. She is the goodest girl. She even tried to go with them to Neverland. All the other options, for me, had some pretty fucked up moments that, like, tainted them and leaves her, for me, as the most, like, pure, wholesome, pimp-like character. But
That's
I'm
totally
open to
fair.
hear your other opinions.
That's a great answer, and that's a really fair reasoning behind why. Also, I do want to add real quick before we get into Smalltown, there is a deleted scene that I watched that wasn't fully animated, but like the drawings, like animation cells exist of it. Initially Nana did go to Neverland with them.
I thought I did hear that or see that at some point.
I wish she would have.
Me too.
Smalltown, what's your answer for Pimp of the Week? Who you got?
I'd be cool with Nana. I mean, a dog holds a household together. Like, that's pretty good. I don't really have, like, there wasn't anybody
That you were super tied to.
No, not at all. Like, if if this movie would have been about Captain Hook, it would have been that Smeed or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
But like, he was on the bad team, so he can't be one.
Exactly.
And he was a big, dumb, blundering fool.
But that directly contradicts. You wanted to give it to Patrick Warburton's character in Underdog, I'm pretty sure, and he was a big, dumb, bumbling fool.
Patrick Warburton's far more deserving of
just himself.
the award.
I did give it to Mr. Smee. So I got a couple reasons why I say it. He's loyal as fuck for sure, but he's also not a coward. He didn't just throw Hook under the bus if he was scared. He fought for Hook to the very end, and not out of fear or blind obedience, but genuine respect. He even stood up to TikTok, which was hard as fuck. He isn't a traditional villain sidekick. There's this gray area in this particular story where neither the pirates nor Pan are technically the good guy, you know? Smee believes he's on the right side for good reason and just wants to do right by his captain. Sure, he's a bit of a bootlicker, but he's also just a good companion, and even when doing more villainous acts like capturing Tinkerbell, he's super polite and doesn't believe he's performing a heinous act of any kind for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I think he realized, like, they're not going to do anything to Tinkerbell, you know?
I don't know. I think he chooses to be blissfully unaware.
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know if he
at the
chooses
very
that.
end of the movie, when Peter was fighting Hook, Smee was packing up that escape boat and trying to get the hell out of there. He was ditching his ass.
Yeah, I mean, things were completely falling apart. You could also argue, like, that's a moment of, like, coming to Jesus, you know? Like, he's like, I don't need to be a part of this anymore.
Fair.
And also, I think Hook has good reasons for wanting revenge on Peter. And Smee just wants to help his side come out on top once and for all. It's not the bad side, per se, you know? Peter has driven Captain Hook to insanity.
But
to
they're also
damn near
talking about how
insanity.
much they love cutting people's throats and they want to go back to robbing and killing.
This is true. But I just feel like Smee is likable, he's sweet, and he's a warm guy that I would personally trust.
I would not trust Smee.
I think Nana's a fine
I
answer,
feel like
though.
Smee could be MAGA.
Ah.
Oh, you didn't hear? Fucking Nana's hardcore right wing.
No, not Nana.
I think Nana makes a bit more sense. I just really felt passionately about Smee.
They'd both be weak, very weak pimps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, neither of them are making the Pimp of the Year tournament.
No.
I can accept Nana though.
Yeah, well, you're getting majority ruled anyway, so.
Not unless Smalltown goes with Smee.
I was very much so like, you two can fucking rock, paper, scissors it out.
We can duke it out.
Yeah.
I think I'm willing to concede
Yeah?
to Nana. Yeah.
All right, I was willing
I
to
just
do
wanted
rock,
to say
paper,
my
scissors.
piece on Smee more than anything.
And
I
that's a
didn't
very fair
necessarily think
point. And I do definitely feel like Smee was rocking with both sides. Like, he was definitely,
I feel
at the very least, like, semi-questioning Hook.
Yes. Well, and I think you said something like I think he was blissfully
Unaware.
Yeah.
Or ignorant.
I don't see that. And I think also there's a potential of Smee seeing it as more of a game for a lot of it, but then also there's like, well, he does hug Hook, laughing about the bomb
I
and
think
everything.
Smee is like caught up in that cult mindset.
But he also probably does believe that Peter's a bit of a fucking devil, you know? Like they don't see Peter as just a kid. Like, this is a guy that terrorizes them, you know?
Well, no, because they were saying in the beginning of the movie how Hook won't leave him the fuck alone.
Because he wants revenge.
Okay, get over it.
He
You lost your
cut his hand off.
Oh no, kill the crocodile and you're fine.
Nah.
Yeah. He's got a cool hook hand now.
I get it, man.
You still got one hand and then
Fuck
two more
that.
that are willing to do anything and everything for you.
No,
Now you get to
I
be
get it.
Captain Hook. You would have just been Captain Two Hands.
Yeah. Also, I wonder is
You
his
just be
name Hook?
Captain
Like, I'm
Hands.
pretty sure his name is James Hook. And it's like, so you're
So
destined
Peter Pan
for that.
just fulfilled a prophecy, bro. Like, why is he chasing him to the ends of Earth for
It'd be
that?
like if Luke was named Luke Lightsaber. Yeah, I think I'm willing to concede to Nana. I love Nana too. Like, it's not like I ain't gonna fight.
Yeah, we're
to
gonna get the
death
Nana plush.
for Mr. Smee.
Plush shit.
I do just want to say I want a Nana plush, Mr. Smee plush. That'd be fucking cool.
I can accept that.
TikTok plush would be kind of cool too.
Yeah, that would be good, but only if it ticks.
No, I would hate that.
Well,
That would
not
piss me off.
permanently. You probably have an off and on switch.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna get the costume and then just stand in the hallway and one night until you wake up. it should be like-
God, I would hate that. That's a nightmare.
Yeah, well, Jordan scared the fuck out of me the other night by
I
this
did.
stupid Joker mask that he had. He was just peeking his head around the corner when I was coming out of the bathroom, and it literally
I
made
got
me
your
almost
ass.
pee my pants after I just peed.
I fucking got your ass.
Got
though.
me so good. I was pissed. My heart was racing.
You were pissed.
Oh my god.
What were we just talking about? I was gonna say something.
Smee plushes and TikTok plushes.
Yeah. Did any of you have that? Those Build-A-Bears growing up, where they had like the sound
I never
thing.
had a Build-A-Bear.
You never had a
I
Build-A-Bear.
don't think I ever had one either.
So I remember getting one year for my birthday. We got to go make it, and it had like one of those sound boxes in its paw.
Mm-hmm.
And this is at the age where I still slept with like all my stuffed animals in the bed, you know?
Mhm.
And I remember so many times like rolling over and accidentally pressing on it. It's scaring the living shit out of me.
What did it say?
I don't remember.
Ah,
I want to say like maybe everyone sang me happy birthday or something. I don't fucking know. Something
that's
like
that.
cute. Oh my god, you're just in a dead.
that. I say that kid small too.
The Dark Lord is upon you.
Oh my god.
Now I really want to get a Build-A-Bear that has a
Yeah.
sound box that says that.
Low key. We should get a Halloween one and then do that.
Get it and then give it to Toys for Tots.
Jesus Christ.
That's so fucked up prank.
Build a Beelzebub.
Oh.
Thank you, folks, for joining us for this edition of the Disness. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope we didn't piss off too many Peter Pan fans. That's another thing, too, is I feel like this doesn't really have a whole lot of diehards, you know?
No. Tinkerbell, yes. Peter
There's
Pan,
people that
no.
probably feel nostalgic for it and enjoy what they remember from childhood. but
Right.
yeah, no, not really a whole lot of deep, hardcore fans of this film.
No.
Peter Pan heads.
Peter Pan.
Call them fucking pee-pee heads.
Peter Pan handles.
This is fucking funny.
Pee-pee
Oh
heads.
my god! Next week we're talking about Cars.
No way.
Hell yeah!
Do we have a guest or no?
No one claimed Cars, so
Okay,
we're
Owen
doing it.
Wilson.
We're rocking that shit. Owen Wilson is coming on, and Denzel Washington,
I would shit my pants if Owen
Shit.
Wilson or Denzel Washington appeared on our show.
and the ghost of Don Knotts.
Oh my god! And we just sit there and talk about cars with him for 2 hours. That'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
It's so hot down here.
That's a reference to earlier. Kaylee, you were in the bathroom.
I overheard.
Well, we will see you guys next week when we talk about Cars. We haven't talked about a Pixar movie in a long time, I feel like, so we're getting into that. Otherwise, folks, we'll see you then. I've been Jordan Bass.
I'm Smalltown.
And I'm Kaylee.
And this has been the Disness. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Mwah.
Thank you for your Disness.